It's been a minute. I feel like it's been a minute since I've sat down and watched, like, Mike used to be in here every week, GameWorks every week, Tuesdays constantly. I used to see him play all the time. I can't wait to see what the year in the hyperbolic time chamber's done.
Oh, yeah. No, like, this is it. Like, this is the first Snuckle back. You walk out of this the winner, you are the champ. You are the quarantine king.
Yep.
So we're starting off good poking game.
Ooh, really? All right, so we're starting really committal by Mika. That's one of those things. Urien is going to need to answer against that drop kick, because if he doesn't start pulling out things like a jump back, strong, or a stand heavy kick, it's going to get really rough defending against Mika right now.
Absolutely. And the other thing, too, is, like,
there it is again.
If he does not have meter in this matchup, she can just wail on him as long as
100%,
she wants.
100%. But Urien, for as weak as his defense might be against strikes with his reversal, it's amazing against throws. Light headbutt, one of the best tools in the game. Not afraid to wake up with the 3-frame, hits the counter hit. This could turn things right around. Nice counter hit confirmed, Mikey. Watch out for Aegis. Back throw. This is scary.
This is bad. Like, he has got that meat. Oh, V-break to get out of the corner. Phenomenal situational awareness from Spidey Mikey.
That's scary. That's scary. So the two things being, one, obviously we didn't see Aegis come out at all, and that's a game decider. And that jump at the end to bait the throw, that's one of those things you got to be careful with, because if you're a little bit too slow, you're going to get crouch fear support doing it late. The counter hit confirm on forward medium kick again.
Hey.
Maybe having some technical difficulties. Bear with us, y'all. But
a lot of medium with low forward.
Absolutely.
Just really gotta lock Spidey Mikey down right now. Insane contest. Really committal, but really strong.
Absolutely. And we're seeing, it definitely looks like a little bit of ring rust on Monk's side. We're seeing a couple of, like, situations where he'll go for a committal option or, like, go to set up something and drop it. And every single time that has happened, we've seen Mikey really take the best of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is what matters in brackets so much, is making sure every hit can count. You see it with the counter hits, right? The counter hit forward medium kicks. Mika converting a loose hit into a knockdown is huge. Blocks the overhead, but the Aegis keeps it nice. Throw closes it out.
Absolutely. So, and that's one of the things we're seeing from Mikey is, like, very strong defense. He's willing to give up the Nadeshko mix-ups to not deal with Aegis. We've seen him do V-break multiple times to, like, get out of it.
Yep. I think the name of the game here is going to be composure. Nice. That's what we're looking for when I say composure. Is if Monk keeps his head about him, he's going to get some big punishes out on Mikey.
Absolutely. And
Meaty misses the overhead, but still gets the counter hit after. This should be dead.
This is it. Yeah, this is, assuming there's not a drop, this is it.
Throws a fireball. Perfect KO. Yeah, that, when I say composure, that round looked like it, right?
Absolutely.
That's the type of thing we're looking for. If you block those, the dive bombs, if you stuff the
Monk, right?
Stand heavy kicks,
yeah,
that's Monk.
That's Monk.
If you block or punish the stand heavy kicks, it really makes Mika have to play a more humble game. And Mika, you know this. Mika does not want to play a humble game.
No, like that's what Mika wants
Dash
to
up
do.
giant swing. Let's go, Mikey. That's so sick.
Immediately takes advantage of plus rate. Jumps in, gets the thing, and now, like, the situation went bad, but the life deficit is not very different between these players right now.
Yeah, so what we're seeing here is Mikey wants to jump out of the corner, right? Nadeshko can get him out. Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's a 2-bar V-trigger, so spending it early does not hurt you much.
Absolutely. And Mika has incredible crush counter opportunities with forward hard punch and her drop kick. So it's not uncommon for her to get another V-trigger in the game
100%.
or have a couple of V-breaks. Like right here, V-reversal.
V-reversal in the stand heavy kick because it is plus on block when it's charged. Tried to go for a punish off of that, right? Because he V-shifted the sweep. But it's, nice backdash.
This is the thing we're seeing is, like, really good situational awareness from Monk. Early on in this set, we saw a couple of dropped issues. We saw a couple of things
like that. Yeah, scary.
Not go the way we needed it to, but now, like, very strong composure.
This is a scary round too, right? It's always one round away against a character like Urien. Anything could happen, but Mikey's playing really well. The reset after, is this going to kill? I don't think so, right?
It's close.
Oh.
Like, this is a single touch game for Mikey. Yeah.
The health does not tell the full story here. It is scary, but this is still possible, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, that could have been huge.
We were talking about it, situational awareness, like that sweep under the under the metallic sphere, phenomenal decision making.
And that shows, I mean, I think Monk has switched to Urien in the past year, right? Relatively recently, I think. That type of situation of seeing the fireball and thinking it's going to hit that sweep and dashing up to try to get a full combo, it hurts when you're wrong. There it is again. Last time it was a giant swing in that situation.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, you see it right there, is like, in that situation, like, V-trigger metallic sphere is really hard to make a decision against. Like, I didn't think that would go under.
Oh, this is huge. We
This
have
is-
Nadeshko as well.
This is gas for the game.
There's such meaningful pressure created when you have Nadeshko on deck.
Absolutely. And we saw it there, like a very smart V break from Monk just to get out of the situation.
One throw and it's done. Nice jab out. Okay,
Absolutely.
Nadeshko.
What's the mix?
This is terrifying. It's really one hit for both of them right now.
That's it.
What
That's it.
Oh, and dash up back throw, and Monk gets it.
Absolutely. Like, that's what we're seeing right here is like, these are, like this is back and forth, very strong situational awareness, very strong decision making on both of these players. And, you know, at the end of the day, we saw Mikey start off really strong, but Monk managed to clutch it out and bring it back. And like, there's a lot of pressure on this match. This is the first match back after 18
100%.
months.
Imagine after all this time, you sit back down in person, you're on stream setup, and the dude across from you picks Miko. I'd be sweating.
Yeah, no.
I'd be so scared.
And it's just like,
And
you are the opening act.
oh yeah.
Like this, you are not like, this is headlining. This is the start of the festival. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you gotta make a statement.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think we got that from
You
Monk.
started the stream and you know you have to play.
Absolutely.
What's going on?
Hey,
What's he saying?
They're asking if it's 2 of 3.
Oh,
If it's first to 2 or
it's first to two.
yeah.
it is first to two.
Yeah,
So,
they're,
hey.
they're getting up. They're getting up.
That's a good moment. For those who don't know, traditionally prior to top 8, these sets are going to be run first to 2. So, yeah, basically best of 3, first person to get 2 sets wins.
Yep.
As we go deeper into the bracket, you will see this in top 8 switch to first to 3.
Yep, and it is for those who aren't used to it, it's a completely different game. It's the same with like if you go and you play something like Tekken 7, where it is traditionally 3 rounds in one game, and then you go and you play something like Street Fighter or right now Strive, right? And it is first to 2 rounds wins that game. It is a completely different thing. You'll see Tekken players lose round 1 and they're chilling. Like they're laid back, they're just collecting information on how the other guy plays, and they'll smoke it straight through.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Street Fighter, I mean, anyone who's played Street Fighter 5 knows this feeling. You go down like round 1, game 1, and you get hit by like, you know, a Colleen player mashing fierce.
Yeah.
You get hit by like one Geef SPD, and then you guess wrong again, and you're like, well, that's G hits you with the crouch jab, and you're down around.
Oh, yeah.
And you look at the screen, and you go, if that happens again, I lose game 1.
Yeah.
You only get so many mistakes, and you only get so much time to analyze what went wrong in a match that had mistakes, right? And by the time
Absolutely.
you're done analyzing, you're in round 2, you're fighting for your life out here, right?
And you know, like in general, SF5 is still a very fast game.
Explosive.
Things will go
Yeah.
bad very quickly. We saw a lot of like V reversal and V break usage in the last game.
I think one of the things I notice in Street Fighter 5 players, as from people I play across all these different games, Street Fighter 5 players were born in the scramble.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 players are so used to that situation of like somebody can scramble and you tap throw tech, you die.
Yeah.
Right? And it's happened to everybody. Against a character like Urien, you're wrong. You hit tech. Urien hits stand strong. He counter hit confirms that to crouch fierce, and you watch like 40-50% of your life bar go away. If he has Aegis, you take a mix. Like that's this game.
And that's exactly how it is, and we're seeing it now. So our next 2 players up, it looks like we have _87. Phenomenal Cammy player.
Yep.
Like, and that's one of those characters we're talking about. That character hits you and gets that V trigger 1 conversion.
Well,
it's done. Get out.
And Cammy hits you, and you're immediately, you don't get time to breathe against Cammy. Against a strong Cammy, and underscore, definitely a strong Cammy, someone who's really, really known in the online circuit. This guy grinds, right? If you get hit,
The Warlord.
you're back into it. Yeah, the Warlord, right?
But so, you know, we're talking about underscore. But on the other side, we have the birthday boy, the hometown hero. What is Carlos being called these days? I don't know.
It used to be Pico de Gallo, the man with consistently some of the best tags in the FGC,
Yeah.
the best name game in the FGC.
Pico de Gallo, El Tigre de Norte.
All hits.
All hits. I'm curious what we're going to see. He's been going by Foo Fighter
Yep.
for the while, but like
Yep.
I need to know.
We'll see. We'll see what
We'll
comes
see.
up.
I'm curious. Like, I'm hopeful.
I think if I had to put money down, I'd put money down on Pico de Gallo, but I haven't looked at it.
He's playing Honda, so we'll see.
Is he playing Honda now?
He is.
Oh, dude, quarantine changes a man.
This man like traded in. This man traded in freedom for glue.
Yeah, I said all those nice things about Carlos right there, and then he picked E Honda right in front of me.
He did it, man.
You really think you know somebody, and they pick E Honda?
This man, like, you know, we expect better from this boy, but it is what it is. Like,
but
it's the birthday.
if you want to talk
his
about
birthdays, he got a shot of Malort already. Like,
you said hometown hero. When I think of players that really came out to Ignite, Foo Fighter, let's
Foo
go.
Fighter.
When I see players that constantly came out to Ignite and went from really new at the game, figuring things out, to being consistent threats, beating name players, Foo Fighter's up there.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Carlos is 100% up there. He put in the work at his locals, right?
Like, and he's definitely one of the success stories you see in this. And
100%.
Like, both of these players are. Underscore, you know, Online Warrior consistently comes out here and is a threat.
Online Warrior, but scary in bracket. You would never, if you have underscore in your bracket, you are afraid of him. You do your research.
Absolutely.
And already we see it, right?
Yeah, I know. Like,
Foo Fighter hasn't left this corner yet.
Yeah, and we're gonna call like 4 things here the underscore. The first one we saw it a second ago was just the raw hooligan into the command grab. This is dangerous. So Honda's got V-trigger popped, and like this character hits.
Yeah,
and Cammy is made of.
Hit the, classic Cammy V-trigger on activation, crouch fierce. When Cammy has V-trigger on deck, you're just looking for the low forwards and the crouch fierces. You know they're coming. And then what's active, you're watching so hard for the top half of the screen because you can't fight that dive kick.
I really like the situation here that Carlos took. Like, didn't chase up after the trade there, but went ahead and popped V-skill.
That's scary. That's scary because if Cammy quick rises and spiral arrows that, you see it all the time against Balrog. She has maybe the single best punish game in the game for those type of V-skills, right?
Absolutely.
So it really can be a check, depending on what knockdown you get. Oh, that's big. Hit it super, super meaty when he was crouched.
You know,
meaning he hit it late and he was able to get the conversion with jab.
That's one thing we didn't see here is like, underscore plays this character a little bit. He knows how Honda works.
I think if Foo Fighter's looking to bring this back, he needs to have control of the top half of the screen. And that's hard to do, but if you're holding charge, it is definitely something you can do, right?
It is.
Heavy headbutt, EX headbutt, all of those things. And the damage off of like a trade right there, Foo Fighter was a bit low, so it was rough, but those trades are almost always worth it. That's what I was talking about when I said, when Cammy has V-Trigger 1 active, you need to be on point when it comes to fighting a dive kick, because her dive kick is just, it goes from being incredible to being like untouchable, right? It becomes amazing.
Absolutely. And so one thing here, like especially
Character switch. We're going back. Is we going to see Guile?
Yo! It's Guile or Sagat. But so one thing that's like really important in that, and I think that like we didn't see it a lot from Carlos is, you know.
Hey, who took first round?
He go to Guile! Let's go!
Underscore on it.
Sorry about that. Feel free to reiterate like after each round. Like,
That's okay. Yeah, we got you.
Thank you.
But yeah, so this is it.
Here's what I want to watch for. Right? I said it a second ago. I want to see if Foo Fighter can keep those skies protected, right?
Oh yeah. No, like, and this is a matchup that in theory
right there,
Absolutely.
already we're anti-airing right at the start. That's huge.
This is in theory like a matchup that's really good for Guile. Cammy has options around his projectile, but he can dismantle her air game with a couple of right button presses.
Well, we've got that's a rough forward heavy kick. Yeah, big conversion, but doesn't get the down strong afterwards. We're still in the corner, so it's not the worst situation.
And this is the thing too, is like once Guile gets that knockdown, his Oki game is
that's new. That's new to the last patch, is that EX spiral arrow activation. You don't see it a ton on block like that, but it gives her a little bit of a better conversion out of jabs.
That's interesting. Like I did not know that happened in this patch.
Yep.
So one thing we're seeing here, and it's the style that Carlos is a lot more preferable in. His defensive style with this character is something that he has always excelled at. He has very good reads, very good defense.
Ooh, got the shimmy, but the EX. So, like I said, this is the game we're going to see, right? Cammy wants to be right in your face, and Cammy wants to be stopping you from being comfortable holding charge. If Foo Fighter is comfortable holding charge, the skies are his, right?
Yeah.
He will flash kick every jump.
Absolutely, and that's something like he is very good at those flash
You have
kicks.
to be. You have to be. That is how you become a successful Guile. Boom, crouch fierce the hooligan. That's comfort, right? He didn't have that as Honda, but then he goes over to Guile and he's gotten it twice.
And it's a phenomenal anti-air. He gets really good options off of it.
Back strong, yeah. Strong players won't let you get away with neutral jumps like that.
You know, and like, we've seen it here.
Oh, that is painful. One throw does it here.
And that's it.
And there's the hooligan throw. We're going to see conversion to super and dead.
The
No,
under-
the swag combo. I love that on stuns.
We put this man underscore in quarantine for 18 months. He comes out acting like this.
Yeah, good. I like it. This is what I want to see. We were doing low kicks online, seeing underscore just smoke people with that cami the same way.
Oh yeah, no, my man hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah.
Yo, you see that Crystal Maiden stick behind us?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
You
both of
see it.
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not turned into low kick before, if you have not turned into the Chicago local, you are about to see a
If
freak.
you watch online tourneys, if you watch Street Fighter V, if you know it, you've heard the question, who is Lizard Man?
Who is the Lizard Man?
It's going to be, I might not be saying nice things about, I love this man, Josh.
We both love that
But
boy.
I might throw up in my mask
But
tonight.
that boy is not
I
right.
can't-
His brain is messed up in the head. He is a
This-
menace.
This is,
Check. Who's
This
up?
is-
Who's up?
this
You know
is the
who's
type of guy who will run up, and he'll feel you ready to throw bait, and he'll eagle spike in your face, and he'll do it again. And you'll get hit twice, and you'll say, why
Yeah.
are you doing that? And you'll be in loser's bracket now.
So we said it last game, like there's 4 things we can call the underscore. There's
like-
8 things we
yeah,
can
there's
call
like,
the Lizard
if he picks V-Skill 2, it's going to ruin my day.
I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, I didn't see who he was fighting, so I
Yeah.
can't make a wager on it, but
We'll
Josh is
see.
the kind of player who will pick V-Skill 2, Rashid's V-Skill 2, a toxic V-Skill, right? Maybe not the strongest, most solid V-Skill in the game, but obnoxious, right? And he will pick it for no reason other than, yeah, I felt the vibes today. The vibes were right.
The vibes are
And
right.
you're like,
and
what does that mean, Josh?
What?
And he was like, no, the vibes are good, so I picked V-Skill 2, and he'll just like wash somebody.
And
He'll
it's one
wash
of those
somebody
things-
and they'll tweet about him.
Like, and it's one of those things, like, that is such a matchup check V-skill.
Oh,
Like
it's
if-
a player check. It's like a, do you as a character know how to deal with this? Like what your button is, what your jump back tool is, what your grounded tool is. And then it's also like, do you as a player have the mental fortitude to deal with me doing Rashid V-Skill 2? And you know Josh, with his Crystal Maiden hoodie, his Merzbow stick, is laughing on the other end, smacking the side of the stick, having such a good time.
Oh, and he so this is the thing, he didn't choose to do mental damage today. He could have brought that stick with a
With a speaker.
USB speaker
Oh, yeah.
in it. So not only is he doing the dumbest stuff known to man, he's playing whatever cringe music he's got.
One of my favorite Lizard Man things is that I feel like he's infamous in like 4 or 5 Discord servers, not for playing that game. I mean, he's one of the he's in there daily in the ChicagoTekken.com Discord server.
Who we
Shoutouts to Puppy Swarm.
Who we got,
And-
boys? Who is this?
I see Lizard Man, and I didn't see who the other player was.
Lizard Man?
Yep.
Let's see. Let
So,
me
like,
look him up.
Lizard
And
Man's
that's the
P1
thing.
side right now, I think.
Flame Octopus?
Flame Octopus.
Flame Octopus.
New name.
New name.
Yo, we got new challenges coming
But
out of the quarantine.
I'm worried when I hear new name because I'm worried that I'm going to see V-Skill 2 on screen from Rashid.
Oh, God.
It's like a trial by fire. Like welcome to the Midwest. How are your anti-airs? welcome to Chicago. How are your anti-airs? And do you punish DPs with hits or with throws?
Welcome to Chicago. Learn to block.
That's not happening.
No.
Not for me.
Absolutely not.
I can't wait. I was so excited when I sat down on this couch. I was like, all I want for FGC Meetup Christmas is a Lizard Man match to commentate.
And we got it our
And
third
we got it our
match.
third game.
So I want to just preface this right now. We're about to say some very mean things about Lizard Man, and that's okay.
I wouldn't say mean things about Josh, but I will say mean things about Rashid.
Yes. So.
E Honda?
Yo.
No way, right?
Sorry.
Right. So one thing we're gonna see is like.
I gotta
So it's
clean my glasses and look in for the V-skill choice here.
Yeah. No, we gotta. I got my old man eyes.
This is that type of player. Josh is that type of player that the way he picks his V-skill and V-trigger, his V-skill and V-skill 1 right there, it tells you a lot about how he's feeling as a player and how he's feeling about a matchup.
All right, we're
Ooh.
safe. We are safe.
Ooh, the ugliest of all Honda costumes. It's rough.
Oh.
The Kappa costume?
The vibes are not there. But
Maybe
it's all
not.
right.
We'll see. We'll see if they change.
We will.
If he's picking V-skill 1, it means he wants to play weird to say for Josh, a little more consistent, a little more safely.
Yeah.
Has the Lizardbot sponsor? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'll say something really nice about Josh. His anti-airs are incredible. Such an important skill. But he will always heavy mixer you if you go over him, and he will, like right there, twice in a row. The neutral jump punishes, that's so hard. Uh-oh.
And that's one of those things, is like, as much as
This is scary. The wall jumps, this is such an intimidating thing to see.
So as much as you will see us, like, joke about some of the
He tried
things,
it already.
Yeah, he did. That's like, so like dash up V-skill, or dash up Eagle Spike to bait a throw, that's a Lizard ban.
Yep. That's a really scary enhanced mixer. 2 overheads, but he had the V-skill 1 behind him to protect him. A lot of throw baits in the corner. He's going to wall jump here most likely. Nope, just goes for another throw. Back throw for a little more damage and stun. And importantly, when it kills, especially off like a stun, a little more meter build. If you don't have a command grab, that might be your highest meter option. So you see strong players like Lizardman do it because those small optimizations mean things. Yep, there it is.
EX
Mixer, EX Mixer.
That is the second Lizardman.
Flame Octopus gets a back throw into the corner, but the V reversal from Lizardman gets out. We're back towards mid-screen, but into the corner off the crush counter sweep. This is not looking good. This is the story of last round too, right?
Yeah.
Flame Octopus could not find a way out, and V reversal is not that way. Nice.
You know, one thing that I haven't seen a lot of is, you know, Flame Octopus has not burned a lot of meter. He's sitting on 3, and like, he has options to kind of contest some of this with Honda's he hasn't busted out with any sort of like EX headbutt, any sort of looking for the EX butt slam is such a scary, scary panic tool, right? And he's been trying to look for things like V-reversal, and V-reversal, when Rashid is, you know, twerking all over the screen, is really hard to use, because if it whiffs, we've seen it twice, you just get hit for it, right? Absolutely.
Neutral jumps, yeah, that tool is so good, that neutral jump heavy punch.
It is, and it's
these dive kicks, that was super meaty too.
It's really good against characters who have a lot of forward-moving options, like you see it against EX Zonk, against Aegis, like Chariot Tackle, and a bunch of different stuff.
Heavy mixer, back into the corner. I mean, this is... Flame Octopus is going to have a hard time if he can't punish those Eagle Spikes and if he can't find his way out of the corner. Back there to kill, he'll back throw here for meter.
So, like, one thing we're definitely seeing is, you know, Lizardman has smelled blood in the water. Like, he's seeing a lot of Eagle Spikes go unchecked, and he's just having the time of his life.
This is the type of play that you that you do when you are in pools of a tournament, is that you feel out the opponent, and Josh has seen that if he doesn't let Flame Octopus come up for air, he'll get nothing but success. And that's what we're seeing here. It's suffocating the corner pressure from the Rashid right now.
It's dangerous.
There's EX. Okay, EX Butt Slam is an incredible meter tool when you're just a little bit scared. It's so strong.
It's got armor. It's got a really, like...
It's just fast. It hits fast on the way up. It's plus if it goes behind you, I believe. It is one of those things that is just, you are often forced to deal with it. Wow, what a punish on EX hands with the V-reversal.
I'm really surprised we didn't see an EX bust out or something like that. But
this is such a scary situation, right? Look at how much health Flame Octopus has. One throw does it. One heavy mixer does it.
And it looks like, one thing we're seeing from Flame Octopus is it looks like he's finally starting to get to a place where he's comfortable. You know, he's starting to wall up. He's got meter. He's got V-trigger. Like,
but the scary thing is, you're comfortable game 2 with 1 round left to play if it goes bad, and just like that, what does your comfort mean when it comes late in the set? It's one of the most important things of a good competitive player, especially in pools, is quickly being able to recognize this works, this doesn't. It's not about this is on paper really strong. This is what Daigo does. This is what whoever does, right? Josh is so happy. Just walked past. He knows we're being mean to him.
Oh, yeah, no. He knows that we came here to oppress him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, like, my man's walked off with the most just, like, dickhead grin he has had in his entire life.
He's going back. He's looking for a cable. He's poking around. What's this guy doing?
What?
It's something about Rashid players, man.
Come on, this is
looking for his headphones. I know. The worst thing about seeing Josh with headphones is you know he's listening to the worst music humanly imaginable.
Oh yeah,
you know he's listening to like Nightcore remixes off YouTube, right?
He's listening to like some dubstep RuneScape
it is.
mixtape.
And if you walk up and you ask him what he's listening to, and you're like, "Oh, do you like it?" He's like, "Oh, it's awful. I love it." I didn't see who just sat down.
We have Mike Yaru. And
oh no, the Kage?
The Kage.
Oh, I'm so excited to see Yaru.
I think we got another one of the twins coming up. I can't tell which one it is.
It was Adam or Alex?
I'm
going to imagine that it's Adam.
Yeah.
Because Alex just played.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Mike Yaru and Monk.
Oh, it's Monk again?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
okay. So Monk unit is P1 right now, and Mike Yaru is P2?
Still round 2, yeah.
So round 2? Yeah. For sure. So we're probably going to see Urian versus Kage. Yeah, I think that's probably a good bet. Mike Yaru used to play Cammy. I mean, came around. Another Ignite local. I mean, Mike Yaru is Chicago boy through and through as far as, being active within the scene, right?
Like,
it is.
This man took Tokido to the last game.
Oh, yeah,
last
Combo Breaker,
round.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I remember.
Minor mistakes cost him that set.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When you talk about, the strong players of this scene, Mike Yaru is a threat.
To name no. Mike Yaru is someone, once again, you see Mike Yaru in your bracket, you have to worry about it.
Yeah, no, he is dangerous. Like, this man, don't let him start.
I see the two the Eau Claire boys sitting here in the crowd looking. Josh is saying something, I have no idea.
We've already flipped him off enough today, but we'll get one more in
exciting.
before this is over, yeah.
Yaru, ex-Cammy player, went over to Kage when Kage got a lot of little changes, right?
Yeah.
And has stuck on him since then, right?
Absolutely.
Which is that's a bold change. Cammy to anybody is a bold change, right? But Cammy to Kage is that is a pick that you do because you're like, man, Kage is so much fun.
Oh, yeah. No, and
he's got the jolly green giant colors too.
And Mike Yaru likes these Shotos.
Oh yeah.
He's a very strong Shoto player. He's got his DPs. He's got his cross cuts.
You can't not in Chicago. If your DPs aren't crispy, aren't ready, you're gonna walk to bracket and you aren't gonna be able to look GLB in the eyes.
No.
If you pick Ryu on a setup and you miss a DP input, you'll feel the shame of GLB, the god, watching over you.
That man, Raging Demons his way over to you and looks at you, looks down
He
on
looks at you disappointingly over his Chipotle bowl, and you just feel sadness.
It's pain, man. You hate it.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this.
But,
this is all of these matches.
We're hyping up Yaru only because we saw Monk come up here and
win.
cook.
Yeah, we just saw Monk win, and we saw Monk win in a way that's incredibly, incredibly strong. Names are flipped right now. Mike Yaru is Kage.
Yeah.
Look at that. Already getting to pressure.
And we're already seeing is Mike Yaru is very good. Knows when to balance his offense. Make sure to check with those red fireballs, and then you'll see it. He'll see something. There it is.
There it is.
Right there. That man. Do not jump at him.
No jumps. We're gonna see. I bet Mike Yaru's gonna. That dash I just saw from Monk. I feel like he's going to try to be a little more buttonsy to close out that spacing, but he won't need it. Here's a stun and gets a little bit of extra meter here. Whiffs the DP, back throw.
And that's one of the things
cashing out meter.
It is. That's one of the things that Yaru is very smart about, too. He had a lot of life lead. He had meter on deck. Going to fish for the shimmy for the win, he had resources to burn. It was a great idea.
100%. And if you're Monk, you're worried because as a Urian, any round in which you don't get to even utilize your Aegis is a scary round. It feels like you aren't playing with your full tool set, right?
It doesn't. And it's just
nice. Captain Moon jumping out of the corner right there.
We saw it in the last game with Monk where Spidey Mikey was using B reversal B reversal and B break to get out of it. Mike Yaru is going a different route. He is not letting you breathe.
Yeah, speaking of strong V-triggers, this V-trigger and V-seal combo from Kage. Kage has a great V system, but getting access to the dive bomb here is incredible, but used it to make the DP a little bit safer there just in case. This should kill, right?
It's close, yeah.
Yep. Had 2 bars of meter for it, right? So normally he would just gotten dash up DP.
So that's one of those things, we saw him make that DP save, but in that moment he chose to automatically side switch and get away from an unfavorable position with Urian.
Yeah. When I was mentioning before, the ability to be oppressive and to be dominant early in a match is what makes a strong player.
I think we're getting a character switch.
From Monk?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Like I said before, I think his Urian is...
it's really good for how new it is.
Even us saying how new is it feels so new because of everyone's been away during quarantine, right? But this is we'll see if he's just taking a moment to breathe as well. Abigail, okay, back to the classics.
So and this is the thing, Monk is Monk is a scientist with this character.
100%. If you are around enough for Street Fighter V, you probably have seen Monk Unit on Twitter, and you've seen his labbing, you've seen his tech, you've seen his heavy work in places like New Challenger and in kind of the general online community for improving in Street Fighter. This guy, he's a scientist.
Absolutely. And we're going to see a little bit of this come out. Like, if there's someone who knows, like, matchups in and out with this character, Monk is absolutely it. We've got the split view, just a heads up.
Yeah, huge jump. What's up?
Oh,
yeah, it's split view. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're seeing it right now, like,
yeah, we're going to get a lot more, like, almost playing a little bit more like a zoner, right?
Yeah.
Especially with those multi-hit fireballs that he can't armor through. Can you flip the view to main screen game?
Sorry.
No worries.
yeah.
Conversion from far. You saw the forward heavy punch conversion. Does that because he was so far, he might not be able to get... Okay, I'm going to run to go play Strive. I'll be back in a minute.
Have them check my bracket status.
Yeah,
too,
of course.
please.
We're same bracket. I'll ask.
Okay. So that's one thing we're seeing right here is like Yaru is like not giving Monk a chance to get started in this. Like these rounds are quick. He is pressuring. He is using options to take armor away. A lot of his options have been to smother. Because one of the things that like makes Kage, one of the things that like is not in Kage's favor in this matchup is he has one of the lower health counts in this game. You know, he's not Kami, he's not Akuma, but he cannot take a lot of hits. So if Abigail gets started or Abigail gets a good straight hit, it is over. And that's one of the things we're seeing. Like, that is phenomenal situational awareness from Yaru. And this is bad. Yaru immediately with the damage is going to have the setup after this too. Corner-to-corner combos with the Kage setups are gross. These are phenomenal and smart. Like, this is a great match. Yaru is playing incredibly well. But this is where things get dangerous. Like, Abigail is on the screen, spins the meter to get the next round. You know, this is one of those situations where, you know, a lot of people are going to look at that and go, why did he spin the meter? Why was it important for him to cash that out? You know, in that situation, Yaru had full bar, 4 resources. Monk had to spin because he was in a 50-50 on wake up no matter what, especially with how Kage is able to make those DPs safe. Like, it's not the best use of resources, but it's the smartest. So immediately, like, this is what we're seeing from Yaru, like, very oppressive pressure, gets in, makes his moments count, you know. We're seeing him, like, we're seeing small pokes, we're seeing very small things. He's kind of testing the ranges, seeing what he can get and what'll happen. And now this is where things get dangerous. This is where his Kage is at the scariest, because he's got the corner, he's got his options to oppress. And Abigail has slow buttons. It's one of those things where if he gets the right, you know, if you get the right read on him and you understand how to pressure him, he can't do anything unless he takes a risk. And with the health that Yaru has, a risk in Monk Unit's favor is bad. And it's dangerous. So a lot of back and forth right now, and then, you know, can't even finish my sentence. Yaru takes it very clean 2-0. And this is what we said, like, Mike Yaru is one of the most dangerous players in Chicago. This man could walk out of here tonight the champion. And we're seeing why. Like, he's playing Kage, playing very, very carefully. And it's working. It worked out. But I'm on my own. Obviously, I'm scared. Please help me. But we're waiting for the next matchup. We're waiting to see who's coming next. In the meantime, though, I'm Seth Series. This is the Chicago Ignite. This is Low Kick Esports Meetups. We are here. We are happy to see you all. It is great. I have missed every single one of you. I've missed being out here on the mic. I cannot wait for us to get back, and we are here. You had a little bit of technical changes, thank God. Bear with us. Thank you. I'm back. Hey, hi. Hello. So we're queuing up for the next match. Dang! We have got the other twin, Adam R., the Urian specialist, on deck. Who's his opponent? Who do we have?
Let me check.
Thank you, sir.
You said Adam specialist, or who did you say?
No,
yeah,
so Adam R. is the guy in the blue.
I see.
I don't know who the other person
I see
is.
Adam, CRM Maxwell, or CR Maxwell.
Oh, you all are in for a treat. So on one side, we have Adam R., an incredible character specialist, very strong with Urian, very technical, very good situational awareness as a player. And on the other side, you have CR Maxwell, the Alex God of Chicago. This man is not only smart inside the game, he is smart outside. Very intelligent, very well-spoken man. Like, and this dude, his Alex play is out of this world. You see these Demon Dans, you see all these clip Alexes. No, this man is here to play neutral. You are going to play fundamentals here. This is a great match to showcase just what our Chicago play is like. You know, we got the Eau Claire boys, we got the Twins, and then we got CR Maxwell. Like, you guys are in for a phenomenal match. Whew. Yo, do we have any sponsorship stuff or anything like ad rolls or anything we need to read for this? Like anything to kind of kill a couple seconds? Do we have any Matcherino stuff or anything that we need to? Do we have any Matcherino stuff or any like sponsorship stuff that we need to go over?
Well, we can run ads in a little bit. I don't believe there's a Matcherino tonight.
Okay,
so.
I just wanted to make sure that like if we have something we have to take care of, we're covered.
Let me inquire about it. But yeah, ads will run like probably closer to winners quarters or winners semis.
Okay.
So you're good. Appreciate it. You want to throw me that little bag right there?
Yeah.
Just toss it.
Switch us over.
Awesome.
They have started. Switch us over.
Oh, yep.
Hey.
Yeah, I see it.
These guys starting off, man, drive me crazy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Names are good. Everything's great.
Perfect.
All right, guys. So we're going in. Like,
this is round 3, by the way. Let me change
winners
that.
round 3. Yeah. Thanks, sir.
Round 1. Fight.
All right. So round start, seeing a lot of zoning for Adam. One of the things that, like, Alex, for all of his good buttons and some of the options that he has, is a grappler. Like, he has to work to get in. He has tools that let him get in off good conversions, but he still has to work for it. And we're seeing it. Like, we're seeing CR Maxwell, like, hit buttons, use slash to get in. And a lot of it really isn't working out for him. But, you know, this is where things... So we got that V-trigger pop. V-trigger 2, V-skill 2 with Alex. Like, this character is good. Like, this character has a lot of options. The V-trigger 2 gives him access to the... gives him access to a command throw setup off of a confirmed normal. There it is. So he has a couple options with that. His V-trigger 2, his V-skill 2 also gives him the ability to kind of chain different combos that he normally wouldn't be able to get. As long as he has a charge for it, which he doesn't have right now, he can go back and forth and switch different things off, but doesn't really get a chance to show it off. Aegis comes out, things get dangerous. Like, it's bad. And so right now, one thing we're seeing like really early on between both of these characters, like a very strong poking game. Both these two are looking to like set up conversions and make their way in. And we saw it right there. CR Maxwell using Alex's sweep, very well spaced to get in. And now, you know, had in for a second, got pushed out. And that's one of the things that's kind of rough. Like, Alex's V-skill 2 is very good, but it has charge up time, so it has to be set up. But right now, this is dangerous. This is incredibly dangerous for Adam. So sadly right there, bit of a bad opportunity from CR Maxwell. I think with the charge and everything that we had, he could have probably converted it into a way to let him kill. But he went for the headbutt and it just did not work out. So working in, kind of, we're seeing right here, like, very good neutral play from Maxwell. Playing very slow, like trying to play the keep out game, not letting Adam run his setups and run everything going on. Oh, hi, Monty.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey.
And speaking of, you have a Strive match whenever you get up for it.
Okay.
So I can take over.
All right, cool. Hey, hi, bye.
Yep, see ya. So 2 players also. I'm not sure what Seth has been going into, but very familiar in the Midwest. CR Maxwell, another one of those guys. Alex Loyalist has been playing him for as long as I can remember and has improved so significantly. I mean, we saw him, even just on the online circuit, just the climb up towards Masters, bit by bit by bit, and Alex to remember. But Adam is I would say, known Urian. This is a scary man. If Adam keeps his composure, he is up there with the best of them, right? Activation, yeah, makes the stand heavy kick really, really scary there, right? And getting the first Aegis, getting nothing out of it, is really rough for Urian. because his second Aegis situations are not quite as good. You saw the V-Trigger 2 conversion there, right? That hits on the standing opponents, but lets him confirm out of stuff like that low forward. Really strong. CR Maxwell right now looking good over there, looking good about himself. Really excited about it. This is big. We have to see if Adam keeps his head. Adam is a...
Score? Was that?
It is 1-0 CR Maxwell right now.
Thank you.
It is... Adam is just like we talked about with Monk Unit and Abigail. I have no doubt that if there's a Urian setup out there, Adam knows it, has practiced it, whatever else. I mean, this is a guy who's in the lab. Nice. After blocking the minus knee drop, taking the command grab, making sure command grabs force decisions like that, right? These are your negative frames, but you can't just hold down back on it, right? And especially you can't just delay tech on it. Yeah, seeing a lot of the coral kicks, that down forward heavy kick, that step kick right there, because it's such a far normal that Urian has, and if you get the counter hit, you can confirm out of it, right? So you want to be able to contest those long-reaching buttons like Alex Crouch Strong that they might not convert big. Oh, speaking of not converting big, he only got a jab after that Aegis. This is scary. We see Oki after the little V-trigger follow-up right there. Back to neutral, though. Urian's got bar, but he doesn't have V-trigger. He does have a V-shift, but it doesn't matter. Stun gun headbutt, you always have to be ready for it. If you don't have a track in your mind running, it's like a Buki's command dash, in your mind saying, watch for the flash. He went into the air and he flashed yellow, I'm going to jump. If you don't have that, you will get eaten alive by it right there, right? You catch those moments of weakness when you're a character like Alex, and you capitalize on them. Huge stand heavy kick, or stand heavy punch, whiff punish right there. That's so impressive. Seeing a good Alex player is just fascinating, right? It's just, it takes a lot of time and effort to succeed with that character. Getting out of the corner instead of taking the stronger Oki setup in front. V-Trigger's still on deck, so Aegis can come out here, right? And that's kind of his win condition, right? Is getting a good hit into Aegis. You're going to see a lot of low forwards coming out. Yep, there's one. Huge whip punish. CR Maxwell is playing out of his mind. That was so good. Throw. Meaningful pressure. Okay, this will bounce into Crouch Fierce, and this should be dead. Yup. He didn't have to super, right? He had the 1-bar meter, so he could just hold on the EX Fireball. That EX Fireball has great juggle potential. Urian is a character who, his juggles are incredible, right? Jumping, okay. We're going to try to see, how are you responding to the top half of the screen? CR Maxwell's controlling it, but he might not be anti-airing every time, and Adam was trying to capitalize on that. A lot of these EX shoulders have not been paying off. Yup. Jab, headbutt. You have to confirm the standing for that. Nice Crouch Fierce. Both these characters, similar Crouch Fierces, but Urian's is world class and Alex's might just be good. Okay, if you're going to win it, this is how, right? Back towards the corner. We have second Aegis, but use it to lock him in. That was so good. That dive bomb from Alex, a pretty rarely seen move, I feel like, but mobility out of the corner is worth so much. And this is where stress sets in a tournament bracket. Look at the health Adam's at. The V-trigger activation gives plus frames into super. Is this going to kill? It should. Nice. If you are Adam, you breathe a sigh of relief. CR Maxwell throwing his hands up right there, thinking he might have a little bit more time in the round, and then it being snatched away by the super conversion. This is big, right? This is the type of thing I just mentioned of like, this is do or die tournament mindset. You know, you are down a game and it's 2 rounds up and you just have 1 hit left in you to someone like Alex. You need to take the deepest of breaths and collect yourself in the moment or it's over, right? That's the penalty kick of Street Fighter V right there. You're walking up to the ball. Nice whip punish. Has to be holding charge, of course, for the tackle. So seeing a Urian whip punish is always sick. Yep. I think we're going to see more jumps from Adam. The 1 Crouch Fierce from CR Maxwell might not be enough to dissuade them. But the stun gun headbutts and the stomps have really been succeeding. Aegis is still on deck. Does low short, low forward, but gets the conversion anyway. If we can take him to the corner, you can set up close Aegis mix here, right? Doesn't need it. This will still kill off Crouch Fierce. This is looking like a different Adam R. Back throw, little bit of meter, right? We talked about that before. UCP will end on stuns with things like back throw. If you don't have a command grab, it might be the most meter you can get in that situation. And at high level play like this, those optimizations mean so much, right? It might mean the next round you get a super or you get a reversal a little earlier. Nice, you see him swinging that down forward heavy kick again as well. What a conversion into the stomp. That is tough. Stomp is a down charge, right? It's kind of like the flash kick input. So it's really strange to buffer into that. This is looking big. That was a safe jump for EX headbutt for sure. Nice. The double crouch fierce conversion. This is scary. Oh, what a block by Maxwell. This is terrifying. EX Powerbomb does it here too. I mean, it's possible for Adam, but like I said, second Aegis is a notably weaker tool. You can't do EX shoulder into second Aegis against a wary player. He's got to watch out for the stun gun. There it was. You see Alex squatting down with the startup frames for one of those moves. And a loose hit is brutal here, right? Okay, Aegis is off the table, but the crush counter stand fierce, is it going to be enough? No way, right? One hit or one throw, jabs out, plus frames. He has super to do the chip, and he's just going to take it. Every day, you never give that opportunity up. And the crowd here, Ignite, is popping off for CR Maxwell right now, right? This is Chicago versus Wisconsin. Adam came all the way down from Eau Claire. Is he going to get sent to a loser's bracket by the Chicago Alex? Stomp. Into the corner, caught him trying to jump. This is a mix. Jabs out, but we're still not home free. Stomp again. That is punishable, but doesn't get it. Must have been just a moment too late. So tough to do in the second. Aegis is not yet on deck. So right now, if Adam gets a crush counter or gets a little more damage, it is great for him. But what's scary is if he gets hit with something big, he could just end this round without ever seeing Aegis Reflector on the board. And that's what Maxwell wants right now. V-Trigger is up, Aegis is out. Oh, but he might not get it. You're going to get a guess. Oh, and Stun Gun Headbutt closes it out. CR Maxwell pops off. The crowd is going nuts. Oh, and you see Adam is just head in hands. That's how it happens. As simple as it comes. If just for a moment in competition, your focus lapses. You see the EX come out, Alex flashes gold, jumps at you, and before you know it, you're in loser's bracket. It's just like that. The awareness required of a player to be able to respond to those situations. It's one thing, you or I could do it hopping into training mode easily. Just set, Alex to do a headbutt and we'll react to it. But when you are final game, final round, winner side at the first FGC Meetups out here at Ignite in 18 months, to be able to do that is like world class to react to it, right? Everything comes down to it. It's not about like how much you've practiced, these setups, how much time you spent in the lab. It's about your mental fortitude as a player. Not being exhausted because Alex is swinging these big buttons at you and saying, are you ready? I see Zach in a box. Me and him twinning the Nobara shirts from Jujutsu Kaisen right now. I see Zach in a box on player 1, and I see ZJ Mack on player 2. I think he's still going by the tag ZJ Mack. I could be wrong. It's the battle of the Zacks right now. 2 Chicago players. Chances are, if you've been around for a minute, you probably know both these guys. Zach in a box for sure. A very strong player. I mean, I just watched him in Zato player in Strive. I just watched him just working in bracket, right? Just putting in work like Zach does every week out here in Chicago. We'll see. He should be picking Cammy. He's been playing Cammy recently. Used to play Colleen. Used to play a little bit of G depending on the matchup. A couple other characters. But recently he's been switching to Cammy. I was talking to him about a minute ago. His reason on that is he's not going to mainline this game, if he's not going to be really sitting down and pumping out the hours of lab of oh, what's the hot new tech for this character? What's the new thing? Cammy is that character to an extent. She's strong, and Cammy one year is probably going to look pretty similar to Cammy the next, right? If you got low forward confirms, if you have a strong foundational throw game, and if you spend the time to lab those dive kick spacings, Cammy might be for you, right? This is a oppressive, strong character, and we're going to see it against the other Zach, ZJ Max, Falk, most likely. I think he'll pick Falk. And this is a really cool matchup as well, because I remember back in Season 3, it might have been Season 4, it's been a long enough time with this game that I get some of these times mixed up and muddied up a bit. I remember you would see a lot of people thinking about playing Falk against Cammy, depending on how their character did, because one thing that Falk does so well is Falk can actually control the air decently against Cammy. And that's not many characters can do that. I mean, it's a rare sight. So ZJ Mack on player 1 and Zach in a box on player 2. This is going to be sick. I love, watching these guys play is wonderful, and watching Zach play is wonderful. Like I said, I just got up from watching him just put in work and strive. Picking Zato, right? So even if he's going to say, I'm going to pick Cammy because she's simple, he is no slouch. He is no stranger to tough characters, right? We're going to see how it goes. Thing to watch here is if ZJ Max controls the top half of the screen, this matchup becomes significantly different. If he can't and Zach in a Box gets away with jumps like those and dive kicks, it is brutal. I mean, this is rough. Oh, and Jolly Phobic is sitting down right next to me.
Holy shit, we got a Chicago matchup for the
Yeah,
ages.
the Battle of the Zacks.
Battle of the Zacks, that's right. Zach in the Box and ZJ
Oh.
Mack, our resident
That is
Fall
A
player.
bad confirm. That's rough.
Yeah. I mean,
Pressure the
Falk
moment
always,
back.
if she does V-Trigger 2, she's always looking for that activation chance. Ooh. Not
Oh,
going to
and-
spend the second part.
The names are flipped right now. Zach in a Box is Cammy and ZJ Mack is Falk.
Yes.
So a really, really big thing here. ZJ Mack has ran nice, and he takes the first
Very
round.
nice.
ZJ Mack has ran and been a big proponent of Falk V-Trigger 2 since almost the day one. And he's really been vocal on, like, I think here's what it needs to get stronger. It needs to be easier to confirm into, and it got
Yes.
that. Great.
Yes.
He says the damage is strong, and giving her access to the overhead is huge to him. And that's one of those things that I kind of mentioned this before, but, like, there are a lot of tools in fighting game that you're like, I could block that.
Yeah,
I could sit in
absolutely.
training mode, watching it on Twitter, on Twitch, on whatever. I could block that. And then you go into bracket, you get smacked on the dome, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like ZJ Mack, you know, from like you said, from day one. Oh, and
Yeah,
that's
get the
like an
punish. That could have been
example.
super, but he wants to keep his meter. Gets the stun anyway. It's fine.
Oh,
Oh,
does not get the stun. Yes.
Oh, commentator's curse. There's the overhead.
Blocks the
Plus on
overhead,
block.
but that's plus. Yes.
Let's see.
Still
This
has
is a mountain to
V-trigger.
climb.
Yeah, it's a really big mountain to climb, especially.
Oh,
yeah,
stand
especially
medium kick. Great normal.
Falk versus Cammy. Like, you know, it's just kind of
The ground,
on paper. It's a
the
very
ground game
tough
is hard.
matchup.
The
Yeah,
ground game is brutal.
It's very
here.
hard because Cammy just wins in that ground game all the time. Even though Falk has that kind of range advantage
Nice.
over
That was
Cammy.
such a good That's a Strive player. He's got those
Yeah,
juiced up anime
he's got the
reactions.
Strive
This guy's a
player reaction.
weeaboo. You know. EX
Oh,
DP out of it.
Hit by the EX DP, yeah. Okay, nice grab. Going back to the.
Oh, that
Oh,
sucks. You got the
yeah.
right confirm, but they were in the air, right? You confirmed
Yeah.
the hit, but not the status.
It's kind of like you're seeing that come down to. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get punished for this.
Same side. I think he'll survive a throw now.
Yes,
Great activation.
Great, yeah. Max range activation too.
Yeah,
Nice
one
V
throw will kill
reversal.
now with all that
Yeah.
great health from the V reversal.
Even though Cammy's V reversal is punishable, there are some instances like you just saw there. Yeah, Zach in the Box taking it with Cammy.
So, I think the thing to notice, if you're watching this right now, and a really important skill to pick up and that you see in strong players, watch the way that Zach's ground game shifts
Yes.
when he gets ZJ Mack down to like that 100 health, that like a little less than a throw, and watch how much it is stand medium kick, because he doesn't need to convert out of the stand medium kick. He just needs to be annoying, and he needs to stop you from pressing, and just those little off hits will kill you with that health. You can't risk trading with it, right?
Cammy absolutely has that advantage where she has a really big life lead. She can
Nice
just
confirm.
be really annoying. Yeah, really nice confirm.
Oh, yeah.
She can be really annoying with the Sam medium kick, especially
Oh.
in the corner against Fall.
Oh, this character on the ground is brutal, and this character in the air is brutal.
Again
nice. Another
gets hit
DP
by
out. We're
the
2 for 2.
EXDP. Really nice.
Yeah, jump media. I love that tool. That
Ooh,
the neutral
great.
jump,
He
jump
could
media
have
punch covers
benefited.
a great horizontal
Yeah, he
space.
could have benefited more from the
Yeah.
back throw. Wow, max range, V-trigger 1, spends all
Nice,
of the
3 for
V-trigger,
3.
yeah.
But
No,
this is
again, he's
bad.
gonna get
It's
punished
not
for it.
dead though. He didn't get the super, but
And
back throw will do it.
Back throw's gonna do it. Yeah, Cammy's back throw is one of those back throws that does so much damage.
Cammy's
So
throws in
much
general
damage.
and like Ibuki's will always just
Yep.
make me upset because of all of season 3, getting throw looped.
Oh yeah, great conversion
Back
off
into the
stand heavy
corner.
punch.
This is the story of the set right now with this left corner, right? Nice confirm. Oh, this is bad. If he got the shimmy right there, it was
Yeah,
over.
doesn't go for the shimmy. Nice
That's
block.
plus. He shouldn't be dead, but it's gonna hurt really bad.
I think he definitely should have benefited
Back
more
throw
from
might
going
kill.
on the corner. Yeah.
Okay, tries to shimmy him again.
ZJ Mack definitely looking for the confirm into V-trigger
Strive?
2.
Okay, I gotta go run Strive. I gotta go play
sounds
Strive.
good. Yeah.
I'll see you around, bud.
See you around. Yeah. And we're going back into the game here. ZJ Mack definitely looking for that confirm into V-trigger 2. I mean, he definitely needs it more than Cammy. And yeah, like we said before, that stand medium kick is gonna do it for Cammy. Zach in the box taking it over ZJ Mack. It is kind of that instance where Cammy works better in the neutral, especially with that really good medium kick. The stand medium kick bullying Falk in the corner really well. But yeah, Zach in the box, different from his usual his usual Colleen pick, going with Cammy, who's really good this season. And here we see
What's your tag?
Damn.
Hello,
You're not
hello.
how's it going? It's Jolly.
Hey, what up, man?
How's it going? Going really well. But yeah, I was saying Zach in the Box kind of picking Cammy over Colleen. His usual kind of Colleen pick, but since Cammy is really dominant this season, you know, a lot of people are picking
Hey,
Cammy.
what's your tag, new commentator?
Yeah.
You can talk to
Zamadam.
me. What's up?
It is Zamadam.
Oh, Zamadam. I didn't recognize you. My bad.
Yeah, sorry. I've been getting like a call on my phone
Yeah,
at the
no,
same
it's
time. I'm like,
all good. Yeah. So it's Zamadam and myself. I'm Jollyphobic. I usually do a lot of Sam Show commentary, but you know we're not really running a Sam Show bracket tonight, which is totally fine. A lot of people trying to pick up Sam Show, but yeah, Street Fighter V. Get into a lot of the later matches in the bracket. A lot of good matchups as well.
yeah, I mean, we always got great talent here.
Mhm.
It's always crazy. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a tournament in the Chicago area of any kind that have ever disappointed. Like, there's
Yeah.
so much talent here, and there's so much to display.
There's a lot of talent here. I mean, you know, we know Ramsey, we have Zach in the box. We have a lot of players who are really starting to shine and really starting to get back into the game. You know, we had a long time where we weren't running in-person brackets, and now we finally have a chance to, you know, get back into the Chicago scene and get back into people playing in person, and it's a great opportunity to see a lot of great talent coming out tonight.
Yeah, thank God offline is back. I am
Yeah.
so glad this is back.
Dude, it's been so long
Yeah, I
since
mean,
I've seen so many people here in person. You know, it's crazy. Especially Monty, who was on the comms with me earlier, had to go do some Guilty Gear Strive stuff. But you know, I haven't seen you in forever either.
no, it's been, I can't believe it's been a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like, I keep thinking, oh, it's only been a year. And then I remember, wait, it was like March or like February.
Yeah, I think the last Goki Ignite that I was at was in like March, and it was right before things shut down, which, you know, unfortunate, but at the same time, we're still back in person. We're still running brackets. Thank you to Low Kick and also Ignite for running a great kind of tournament. You know, it's great to see talent that we've had for, you know, years and years come back to actually play offline.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been seeing even like results of the COVID hyperbolic time chamber essentially, where people are just crazy strong out of nowhere again.
Yeah.
Like the growth is definitely there. If you've ever paid attention to the Chicago scene, or if you've ever checked into any, if you've ever checked out any of the
No,
Chicago
this is low
locals,
kick equipment now.
pretty
but
much it goes
I have
crazy.
I have
all
like
considered.
4 computers.
And
Yeah.
right
I own.
now, they're getting even better. And I'm afraid if there was another one of these, there'd just be like everybody would be about Goku power level scaling.
Oh,
wise.
yeah.
it-
I mean, even though we're
ridiculous.
subjected to playing online a lot of the year, you know, last year in 2020 and even, you know, the first month of 2021, a lot of people still leveled up their game, even branching out to other games like Guilty Gear Strive, and, you know, there's some games even coming out like KOF 15
Oh, yeah.
and Melty Blood as well. We're kind of branching into those new games, but at the same time, a lot of that experience is kind of being put into Street Fighter V at its current level. You know, we still have characters that are coming out as well, like Oro and Akira, and even a special character that we don't know just yet. But yeah, I think, I don't know what our next matchup is going to be, but we are definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's always pretty crazy here. So whoever we're getting, it's going to be a great match. just
Oh, yeah,
by
for sure.
default.
For sure. Yeah.
But man,
Have you been playing a couple games tonight?
I haven't played anything yet. I've just been chilling, but I have been playing a couple games recently. Like,
That's
I've still
good.
been dabbling in Street Fighter V a bit, but of course I've been jumping on the Strive train.
Oh, yeah,
as
of course.
most
of course,
have right
yeah.
now.
Definitely jumped on the Strive train myself.
Yep.
Still playing some Street Fighter V. You know, of course, like we said, really great scene here. And hopefully soon we got another matchup coming our way. I think on the other side we have Ramsey, formerly known as Random High Fives, on one side of the setup. We're kind of waiting for our next person to join. But yeah, really, really good showing of talent tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, he said we got Ramsey on here, and he's a very, very good Geef and Honda player.
Yes.
Like
yes.
he has gotten like a lot better too. Like if you've ever, I think it was NLBC he popped in once or a couple times or something.
Oh yeah,
He
he's definitely played a lot of NLBC.
Yeah.
He's played a lot of the online tournaments. You know, like you said, really great Geef player, really great Honda player. You
Yeah.
know, we don't have a lot of Geef here in Chicago. But at the same time, people need to know that matchup knowledge, just kind of like ZJ Mack, right? One of the only people playing Folk in Chicago. And we still definitely know that we need to know that matchup and everything. But yeah, either we're going to see, getting up from the
switching up.
setup here. Looks like Moo.
Hold up.
Moo, and someone that I do not know.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of new faces tonight. Well, half
Yeah.
of their face.
Moo, definitely a player known for his Vega play. Has a couple other characters. He's played Sakura before.
Yeah.
I think he's played Cage,
Yeah.
Kage before. But mostly known for his Vega play against a lot of the people here in the Chicago scene.
Yeah, very strong Vega player.
Yes. Also one of the only Vega players that we have.
Yeah, we don't have too many.
Don't have too many, yeah. It's kind of like, you know, we don't have too many Geese, we don't have too many Falks, you know, everybody playing another character or trying another character. You know, everybody wants to branch out, play a couple other characters. Like we saw Zach in the Box play his Cammy, even though, like I said, usually plays Colleen. You know, even ZJ Mack mostly plays Falk, but at the same time, he also has a side character of Cammy. You know, a lot of people trying to have Cammy as a side character and everything. Yeah.
You gotta have the pocket Cammy.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
She's nuts right now, to say the least. I don't know if anybody can tell. She's kind of good. There's what, like, there's like only one, right? That's qualified for
Yeah,
CCC?
yeah.
Not like,
She's not that good.
nah. That's what, only like 5?
Yeah. But
man.
anyway, I think we're going back into the matchup. We definitely have Moo on one side. Another person I have not seen before in the Chicago community, but I am sure we're in for a really good match.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, always crazy here. Actually, I'm not sure who he's gonna pick. I'd expect the Vega, but you never know.
I'd expect the Vega, but we never know. Like I said, Sakura, Kage, but we're gonna go Vega with Moo. And on the other side, we have a Honda, who is very good.
A lot of Hondas tonight, I've noticed.
A lot of Hondas tonight, yeah. So we know that Pico de Guile, he plays Guile mostly, a good friend Carlos, but at the same time he does have a pocket E-Honda.
Yeah.
Very good this season. A lot of people trying to figure out how to punish this character, how to deal with this character. Has a lot of great tools, especially that headpad, 100 hands. And now we're going to get into a matchup. Let's see if either player can kind of deal with the other player's kind of playstyle.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of crazy adjustments.
Oh,
like I said.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
You'll see. You'll see. I don't even have to say anything. No spoilers.
Yeah, so we now have Moo versus Amerikame, Tengu Amerikame. Midwest movement Moo starting off really strong, putting E-Honda in the corner. Great headbutt to get out, pushes Moo away, and now we're kind of going back into the neutral here.
All right, he's got the anti-air.
Nice anti-air, pushing him back to the corner. Great back throw to switch sides and push Moo in more of a... Okay, nice. Sweep into activate.
Coming up here.
Nice.
You gotta be real careful. He's got that V-Trigger 2 up. Don't want to mess with him too much, but he's got
very
the big
good. Confirm into V-Trigger 2. Gonna get the follow-up here, spending 2 EX bars, pushing E-Honda back into the corner.
Yeah.
Very nice.
With the quick 2-hitter to end it
Yeah,
there.
Moo's gonna take it. Yeah, he's really good at those pokes, especially with that claw. You know, Vega definitely a punishable character. A lot of people trying to, you know, a lot of people kind of figure out how Vega plays. Punishable, not gonna punish it there, unfortunately. Definitely gonna punish the sweep, but just with a couple of 100 hands.
Yeah, you know they got to sweep though.
Yeah.
It's just wired. If you're Vega, you got to sweep. What, they've been
Vega
standing still for
players
10
are,
seconds? Sweep 'em.
they're trying to resist themselves, pressing down back sweep, but they're gonna do it. Plus on block, nice E-reversal. Gets away from the pressure. Still putting E-Honda back in the corner, still plus, nice back dash.
Ooh, nice conversion. That's gonna be a lot of
Gonna
damage
switch
here.
sides,
With the
yeah,
finisher.
spending 2 bars again.
Oh,
Just
the shimmy,
so
but
close!
doesn't get anything out of it.
And again, just a crouch light kick going to stun, and then Moo taking the first game here against Amerikame.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job utilizing the pokes, not allowing any of the Honda shenanigans to begin, which honestly is pretty much what you need to do to...
And that's definitely kind of a sign of not really knowing the matchup, especially against Vega. You know, oh, Vega's not too good, not kind of writing off the character, but at the same time, not knowing the matchup as much as you should.
Yeah, I mean, and he did get hit with that round start cross-up, which is, that always gets me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I always get hit by that. Nice sweep, nice follow-up there.
Okay. Oh, check out with command grab.
Didn't punish fully on the whiff command grab, and now we're back to neutral here. Nice air to air.
He's got the anti-headbutts coming out here. He's throwing out the big splashes.
Okay, still getting poked. Such a big advantage for a move here, especially with the game up. Ooh, no whiff punish there on the board. Heavy kick, but yeah, that's gonna do it. No bar needed to spend. Gonna save 2 for the next round. Just a sweep to follow up, and Moo is up 1 round with 1 game.
Yeah, I mean, Vega V-Trigger 2 is a very strong thing because it is a parry.
It's also a parry, yes.
But as you've been seeing, mostly it's really good for combo.
Yes, a lot of people say it's like combo fodder, but at the same time, if you don't expect nice activation, if you don't expect the parry there, you're definitely gonna get hit by it, especially if you hit a kind of stray button there. Nice, and here we see another combo follow up. Not gonna combo into super here.
It is phenomenal for just confirms in general. It really gives you a lot of more damage off of just a poke.
Another poke here, gonna activate V skill 2. You can kind of see it in the lower left corner. He has V skill 2 ready, which makes his 100 hands plus on block. Another poke, pushing him towards the corner. Amerikame, great crush counter, gonna activate as well. It's gonna be a good amount of damage, carrying him to the corner as well.
To the corner.
Again with a great grab. V-Trigger 2 grab.
Yes. I love that grab. I love it.
It's so good, especially when you don't know that it's coming. Gonna hit, Moo gonna hit Amerikame out of that EX. Butt slam, nice, plus on block.
Oh, the headbutt. You gotta do it to him.
No punish. That was really, really good spacing by Moo on that V skill 2.
There was a headbutt.
Headbutt.
Big slappy. What's coming up next?
Nice slide. Slide to activate. Nice interruption. Wow, the chase down on the V skill 2. Again, that's supposed to be a big punish, but no punish from Amerikame.
Wow, very great reaction there by Moo. Yeah,
Moo gonna go for the side switch. Oh, and that.
Not dead.
Not dead!
Not dead yet.
Amerikame has some sort of life. Full bar for both V-Trigger and Critical Art. We'll see how he goes into activation. Oh no, no,
that was
punish on the Sky High Claw. And that is going to be it for Amerikame. Moo taking it 2-0 in this winner's side matchup. Wow, what a matchup.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, trying to work around Vega's pokes like that. Once he gets the poke game started, it becomes really, really hard to...
I also think that Amerikame wasn't kind of looking out for a lot of the punishes that he should be looking out for. You know, a lot of with command grabs that weren't punished properly or even jabbed into, you know, a 100-hand slap.
Yeah.
Really not the proper punish against Vega. You know, got to look out for a lot of those instances where you can turn the tides. He had a lot of resources there. He had full feed trigger and also full critical art as well.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you do get caught off guard by just like they're throwing out a command grab. You're not expecting that. You're kind of getting like you don't really react to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's unexpected, and you know it does also come down to matchup knowledge as well. Yes. You know, not only does E Honda have a command grab, but Vega has a command grab as well. You need to make sure that you're punishing that properly, making sure that you're taking your turn, and kind of pushing the match into your side, getting around where you can, getting a game where you can. You know, Moo was up a game and a round. It was just kind of a sticky situation for Amerikame to come back, and in the end we saw Moo kind of
Hey guys, we're going to run some ads real quick, so go ahead and just...
Anyway, we are going to take a little break, run some ads, and that will be it for now. We'll come back with another match on stream. You know, Friday, 8/6, we have a Guilty Gear Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Tekken 7 tournaments, and then, you know, bi-weekly we'll have different tournaments there. Grand Blue running bi-weekly, Soul Calibur. Good to see a Sam Shot tournament there as well.
New event, Roundhouse quarterly event.
Yeah.
They can't hear me, by the way, so go ahead.
A new event here, Low Kick Roundhouse. This is going to be at the same location that we're here at right now, October 23rd. And, you know, here we have our FGC meetups again. If you are in the Chicago area, please come out to Ignite and participate in our FGC meetups.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a great time. If you're in the area, definitely worth stopping by. I mean,
So Roundhouse is essentially all the events on the bottom combined into one house. if you want.
Yeah.
Well, Roundhouse actually, if you see all 5 of those events at the bottom, if you're familiar with any of them, Roundhouse is kind of just all of those mashed together in just one spot.
Absolutely, yeah. We have Chicago Tekken, our local kind of Chicago scene, made up of a lot of Tekken players, you know, Garage Gear. We have Super Saturdays as well. It'd be really good to see some new faces coming out, as well as some returning faces. We're kind of going back to a little normal, which is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, please come out if you have the chance to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of new faces around here, which is great. I always love seeing more people getting to the FGC.
Yeah.
If you're from around here, definitely stop by. There's a lot of just anyone's willing to help.
If you need matchup knowledge, if you're trying to get into Guilty Gear Strive, or you're trying to get into Grand Blue Fantasy, you know, come on out.
Yeah.
And I might need to sub out here before our next match. I'll get another commentator, but thank you so much for having me. I am jollyphobic. My voice is very raspy right now. I've been screaming all night. But yeah, Damn, it's really good to see you. Thank you so much for having me, and I'll leave this next match up to you.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right. So as I sit here, I'm seeing we got a Cody and a Cammy. We got the jabs versus the kicks. So right now, this is gonna be a good one. I mean, this is kind of a weird matchup because it is very, you know, pretty much it's gonna be very. If Cammy gets that crouch and medium kick, if she starts getting her stuff going, she's kind of gonna go crazy with it. Cody's got pressure like crazy. If you ever fought him, he goes nuts too. I mean, yeah. And it's waiting up.
Round one. Fight.
Give me 1 second. I gotta fix the names.
Nice. Confirm got the corner. The light confirm standing up. All right. The anti-air thrown into the corner. The sweep activate. Oh, goes right through the rock. Not gonna do it. Oh, nice confirm there. Going into it. Almost dead. One tap will do it. Yep, that'll do it right there. Punished on the EX will do it.
Round two. Fight.
So right now, Underscore is definitely going to be playing the do not let Cody start doing his EX zone on you. He's got to really watch out for that. Right now, he's doing a great job putting the pressure on, put him in the corner. Reed on Rada doing a good job throwing him into the corner. Oh, man. Just right through it. Okay, what is going on? We got to scramble. Wow, nice combo. Got the corner, the shimmy with the back dash. Oh, and the crouching medium kick to close it out. Taking the first game here will be Underscore. Yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job using Cammy's just move speed, going in, out, back, forth with the dash. I mean, she's got that really, really strong back dash. She's got the movement. She can shimmy extremely well with that, as you can see. But yeah, I mean, Underscore's a very strong player. If you know around here, he's very, very strong Cammy. Vietnam is a very strong Cody as well. We're going to be seeing him bust out here, I'm expecting him to. Okay, gets grabbed. Overhead from downtown, I respect it. Got the corner. Oh, gets flipped and thrown into the corner. The damage is big. And V-shifting into the corner. Yeah. Oh, and the grab. And the stun is going to do it. Yeah, that's definitely dead. Underscore here with 1 on the board and 1 round in. Looking like he's about to take it. Oh, he's anti-air. Got the EXDP, get off. Oh, and the miss confirmed there. Stopped by the Cody Classic jab. Oh man, reversal style arrow. Got the corner. Got the plus.
Test.
Oh, must up. Thrown. Oh man. V shifting gets the corner out of it. V. Yeah. Okay. V shifts. My goodness, so many V shifts right now. Another one even. Okay. Oh man, V shift there does not work. And gets shimmied into the confirm, and that is going to do it for that underscore. Gonna be taking that one 2-0. The very strong Cammy. I mean, like I was saying, that movement, you can't sleep on that movement. I mean, she's just fast. She's like a fly. You got to swat the fly. She's just all over the place. And yeah, Cody definitely, you know, against Cammy. Cammy's just ridiculous, as I was saying. I mean, like I said, in CPT, there's a couple, I guess. I think, actually, unironically, I think there was like 5 or something like that. Cammy's just universally seen as a really strong character. She's got really, really good buttons, really good confirms. She's able to do so much with a lot of her kit. And as you saw there, I mean, she even has tools that you don't regularly see used very often, but underscore utilizes those a little more. Like, you know, the flip grab, the hooligan grab. He uses that a lot more. Hooligan is it's actually a very, very good special because it does open up kind of a whole new window for what's going to happen. But as we are waiting up here, believe we might be getting ourselves Ramsey versus Mike Yaru, if I am seeing this correctly. And I believe that I am. And Ramsey, once again, the very strong Geef and Honda player. And Yaru is a very strong Kage and Cammy player as well. So we'll see. I mean, I've seen these two fight a lot, and I mean, it's just always such a good match between those two. I mean, anything in Chicago just seems to be a great. It's just everybody here is so good, and the scene is so strong, and everyone's getting so much better. Especially once again, the hyperbolic time chamber of COVID kicked in. People have been going nuts. You know, the grind. They've been getting on the grind. You can see it in pretty much everybody's gameplay. I mean, everyone's getting so much stronger, and these two are no exception to that. I mean, a lot of talent here. But yeah, let's see. I think we're just waiting up to get started. So yeah, I mean, we're probably, if I'm gonna take a guess here, just a wild guess, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be seeing the Kage. I did see it earlier. I think he may be playing Kage right now. I know last time I saw him, he was, you know, between Kage and Cammy. This would be, once again, this is Ramsey versus Mike Yaru. Again, two crazy good players. But, yeah. I'm pretty sure, like I said, we're going to get Kage probably maybe versus Geef, but I'm not certain about that. But yeah, we got the Geef or the Honda coming from Ramsey's side too, so you never know. Gil. All right, I've been surprised. Never mind. Gil versus Kage. Well, I can see Gil being the pick. I mean, Gil's got really good zoning, and Kage he really wants to be in your face. Gil wants to keep you out of his face. So, you know, I could definitely see the pick. Let's see, but we are going to be going. Gil is one of those characters, actually, that you don't see that often. Like, he's super cool. Like, I remember when I saw him first come out into the game, I thought he was super cool. Like, the retribution combos are ridiculous.
Round 1.
And you're probably going to be seeing a couple of them right here. Yeah, I think we're switching up stages. I think the Skies Above may not have been what you want, mostly because I don't like that stage either, to be honest. It's a pretty wild stage. Kind of hard to focus on it. That's because there's so much movement. There's stuff moving in it. It's hard to... Yeah, we're definitely going to get the Yokage again. And we're going into Forgotten Waterfall this time. Yeah, this one's going to be very dependent on if Yaru is able to get in or not, or if he's just going to be kept out by Gil and his buttons and fireballs.
Fight.
Alright, we get to start now. We parry those. Give him the third strike treatment. Alright, nice cross cut there. Ready already. That. Got the anti-air DP. Throw. Oh, the B skill. Got the corner. Kage will shine here. Another throw. Oh, just walking up. Nice trade combo there. A little bit extra off that trade. A throw. Throwing a bit back. Trying to force Yaru back. Oh, nice parry. That was beautiful. Perfect answer right there. This is going to be a lot of damage, and this is going to be going into a setup most likely. Not yet, actually. All right, using that to space him out. He's got the mine on the ground. God, these parries. My goodness. Straight out of third strike with these parries right now. Cryokinesis. The real 50-50 is he throwing fire or ice?
Round 2.
Right now, Yaru taking that first one. Did a great job getting in. Missed anti-air there. Nice parry. Oh, nice call out there on the jump. No follow-up. We got V-trigger activation. Switch sides. Oh, the knee drop gets stopped by the jump of medium kick. The reverse. The dunk. The Space Jam. Into the corner. Another one. And here's a throw from Ramsey. The shimmy. Oh, man. This. Oh, okay. Drop that one there. But he gets the call out. Very nice. The 1-1 on the round. Very clean.
Final round.
Yeah, both of these guys are just constantly adapting to each other, as you see, and it's very impressive. Right. Clipped by that. We'll try to get something started here. Trying to go for the big callouts with those air telekinesis there. Misses the anti-air. Goes into a jab instead, then a throw. Yaru's got to find his way in, and it looks like he may have gotten his answer. We got one throw. And the V-trigger cancel. Nice, nice. Oh, doesn't get the John Madden follow-up. No tackles. Oh, the dunk. Oh, man, that was ballsy. I respect that. He went all in with that double teleport. I respect that. He's got a throw. He's really trying to go at these big callouts. Jumps directly onto the fireball. Nice. Knee drop over it. Is that going to hit? That hits him. Oh, yep. The call out super. We'll put Yaru at a 1-0 here.
Kage wins.
The wake up super, no meaties allowed. I mean, he's green, so you know he's not going to be going for those meaties. He wants to keep the other person a vegetarian, you know. Can't get those meaties out. You're not allowed to get those meaties. Yeah. Might hold up. Are we getting a little bit of a switch here? Might be getting a switch to something else maybe. Maybe not Gil, but we're going with Honda instead. Seems to be tonight's character. Because Holmes, man, I've seen a lot of Honda today.
Honda.
Alright. Oh, we're just going with the classics. Yeah, Honda versus Kage.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
And we did see Ramsey go in with the Gale pick. And it seemed like that didn't work out, so he's going with the Honda.
So I kind of like the choice for Honda in this matchup, especially just because like one of the things it was mentioned earlier, but like Kage does not have very high health, and Honda hits very, very hard. There are some issues where once you kind of get on top of Honda, he has to hold pressure unless he has meter. But if you really know how to like sit down, if you're willing to play patient and defensive the way that Jaime does, or sorry, the way that Ramsey does, like that's not a huge issue. It's always just kind of waiting for either meter or for V reversal to get out, and that's what you'll see a lot, like at least in this matchup. And now, you know, don't have V meter, but have real meter, so things are going to get really interesting.
Yeah. And I was trying to keep him back, trying to keep the Honda back. Double count hit, nice combo. That's going to be big damage. He's just teleport. Wow, what a reaction.
That was an interesting kind of interaction between those two elements. It's one of those things that like I expected him to get hit.
Yeah. Really smart play though, because the V shift, it goes right behind. So the V shift, if he does the V break, it's not going to hit. He does the teleport right behind. That was
Mike Yaru all the way back up to set point on this one. In this winners round 3.
Oh, nice confirm. Follow up and get the chop, anti-air.
So this is what we were talking about earlier. It's like Honda has had 2 hits in this matchup, and Kage is already at half health. And especially with that right there, the way Honda's damage scales, this could be dead.
I mean, there's a reason he's called Honda. He hits like a car. I mean, he's almost dead already. Like, you got the throw, you got the stun, you got that high stun output as well.
And now this is very defensive Honda play can shine through. We saw it right there. V reversaled out and then went for the grab.
Yeah. Oh, lands right on the fireball. Yar just breaking his way in here. Oh, gets hit by the air fireball.
Yeah, really good. I really like that option from Yar, especially since both of them were kind of in the air. So not only did that stall his trajectory to deal with an anti-air or an air-to-air option, it let him kind of capitalize on the situation, especially when that fireball hit.
Throw, pushing him back.
And this is where Kage is really strong. He gets you in that corner. He starts laying on that dive kick or the axe kick pressure. You have to guess right, or else he will light you up with a strike throw game.
Yeah.
Throw strike.
I mean, we talked about Honda having damage, but Kage has some pretty big damage as well.
Honda at least has like the health to kind of back it up a little bit there.
Yep.
But so this is really dangerous for Ram. I was
Yeah.
gonna say very dangerous. This is a one-touch game, and Mike Yaru clutches it out.
Kage wins.
The Kage too. Man, like I was saying earlier, I about a year and a half ago, I actually remembered him playing Cammy before.
So Yaru has like a lot of mains. We kind of give him guff because his Cammy is his best character. But the big thing is like he is constantly playing Shotos. That is his favorite matchup to kind of sit down there and like, that is his archetype. That is what he feels that he is the best at. You know, and he shows it off. Like he's making it into a stacked winners round 4 with this Kage pick. Very good decision making.
Yeah. I mean, like we saw, his adaptation's super good. And he's just able to bust in super easy. Especially we saw against the Gil, he was just able to bust his way in, deal with none of that. Finishing it with the super, the big call out. And then, you know, with the switch to the Honda, definitely adjust very strongly to that. Yeah, we always just see really good adjustments from him.
Yeah, it's one of these things like these are, so like Ramsey is formerly Random High Fives, is arguably, like, when we talk about top Chicago players, he is, if he's not the best, he is in contention for it. He is a phenomenal Street Fighter player. Has had multiple top 8 CPT placings. I'm pretty sure he won an event in Puerto Rico, but you know, like he is dangerous. He is a threat.
Yeah, like he's a name you're gonna know. Like he's gonna be a name you're gonna know.
Who do we got? Who we got coming up on the sticks? I see Lizard Man.
Oh, you got a Lizard Man? Oh boy, buckle up. Oh, this is gonna be a real good one.
So, Zach in a Box, pretending to be an anime player for a while, has come back to defend Chicago against the menace that is Lizard Man.
Yep.
So, Zach in the Box, very strong Colin player. Probably one of our, like I said earlier, like one of our best players. Cammy.
Yeah, he's been playing. He played Cammy earlier, I believe.
I was gonna go with Toot in Guilty Gear. Like I'm not ready for this.
Yeah. I mean, we're about to see some anime movement from Rashid. If he's picking, is he picking BT or BS2?
We'll see. Like we're getting there.
Is he gonna do it? He did it. He did it. He picked B skill 2. Buckle up. Get your buckets. This is gonna be a very interesting. Like honestly, whatever Lizard Man plays, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, it's like it's controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Like at the end, from start to finish, a bunch of nonsense is gonna happen, and you know, whatever happens. It's just that's just smell of the game there. Like it sucks, but it is what it is. So very early on, like strong jump in from Lizard Man, gets the corner position. Oh god.
Oh, feels good. Ugh.
So this is what we were talking about earlier. Like this is the V skill 2. This is the knowledge check. And I'm not 100% sure why he would pick this against Cammy of all characters, who has some of, if not the best anti-air options in the game. But the pick is working out. He gets an early corner in a very quick round.
Yeah, I think we can kind of just say Lizard Man's built different at this point, just because he's just got the anti-airs. He's got to use it.
So, you know, speaking of anti-airs, we're not seeing a lot of really good ones from Zach. I think the worry about the change of air momentum is really causing like a bit of bad decision making. And you know, immediately into the stun, Lizard Man has meter to take this into the corner, and that's what we're going to see.
Man, got the setup. Oh god, where's he going?
Went for the okey doke fake mix-up.
Oh my god. Oh, cross up to end it. Man, yeah, dominant.
Both of these matches have been 20-second, very quick matches.
It's been Rashid speed run.
Absolutely, and like, one thing I'm curious on, like, is are we going to see the Colin come out, or is Zach in a Box dedicated to this Cammy pick?
No, he's sticking with the Cammy.
Yeah, you gotta respect it. Like it's baits the DP very early on.
Oh no!
And this is the trajectory we've seen these last couple of games go. Is like Zach will do something, Lizard Man will get the corner, and then it's just mix up into guess.
Oh man, yeah, you're calling out these anti-airs.
You're not even calling out, like these are baits. Like he is explicitly going, I am challenging you to DP me.
Oh man. But
oh god.
Just walking right up and saying, DP me, I dare you. See what happens.
It's one of those situations where I feel like Cammy's back medium punch would solve a lot of these issues.
Yeah.
But we've not really seen it from Zach, and it's starting to, like, it's very much starting to add up.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely reacting with a more committal anti-air rather than the back medium punch.
Oh, absolutely.
Which it's definitely not been working in his favor. Right now, he's got the train started here.
Absolutely. And this is the thing about Cammy is like, if she's got resources and meter, like it's not over, because right now, even right now, you know, full V trigger, full CA has the option to end this very quickly.
One hit might do it.
So we're starting to, as I said, we were starting to see a little bit of like longer range poke. Lizard Man trying to start something, just gets poked out by some of Cammy's better buttons.
Yeah, I mean, she's got really, really good buttons for just keeping people back.
Her standing light kick is one of the best pokes in the game, and she can frame trap with it. She's got a couple of different options to set up. It's a ridiculous, like a lot of tools Cammy has in Season 5 of Street Fighter V. They are ridiculous.
Yeah, she's got pretty much it all.
Lizard Man,
Yep.
Mixer, EX Mixer, -2 into DP. Hate to see it, folks.
It's -2, still my turn. Like, that's the way he's got to do it.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, you hate to see it, but this is Lizard Man's game. Like, he runs this very, like, unorthodox, confusion-based style until you either adapt and force him to stop, or he wins. And
Yeah.
in this case, the adaptation did not stop.
Yeah. I mean, Lizard Man running wild is maybe one of the most frightening things you could be against, because once he starts going, you actually don't know what he's gonna do.
No,
Is
this
he
man
ready?
this is a madman.
Yeah, he's a menace.
I'll be right back.
Ooh. Yeah, like I said, Lizard Man is quite the guy to be against, because you're against somebody who I'm not fully convinced if he knows what he's gonna be doing, because he just is so spontaneous with everything he does. It's ridiculous. Like, you don't know if is he gonna be in the air? Is he gonna bait a DP? Is he gonna try to stop an anti-air? Like, you never know. And it's really, really, really hard to deal with, because if he's constantly mixing up those air approaches and you're trying to get those anti-air DPs, they're just gonna get baited like it happened there. And yeah, I mean, Rashid's just gonna start running wild. And once you've pretty much shown him that you're not gonna respect the -2 in the HDP, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. You know, he puts it up. That's the Lizard Man way. You just throw it at him. It's very controlled chaos. He's very good, but it's chaotic. Like, it's very hard to keep up with. Like, Yama's just looking back and forth. You don't know which side he's on. He's doing the Spider-Man 2 mix-ups where he's on the wall, jumps off. It's ridiculous. Like, it's... oh, man. Speaking of more great fighting games, we got Low Kick Roundhouse coming up, which, like I said, mix of a bunch of 5 different local events. Going to be a bunch of games there. We also got the Ignite weeklies here. We switch games. We got the Strive constantly, but we switch them around a bit. Sometimes we got Soul Calibur, Sam Show, Tekken, Dragon Ball. We get a little bit of everything in here sometimes. So stop by if you're from around the area. It's always a great time. There's a lot of people really willing to help you out, play some games, you know, anything goes. Like, the FGC around here is super supportive, super great. You guys here at Low Kick make great events. I mean, and like I said, Roundhouse is not going to be any different. Those 5 mixed together, this is going to be crazy. 2-day event, you know it's going to be good. Man, oh man. Every time there's a tournament in the Chicago area, it goes off. I will always stand by it. Chicago FGC goes off on everything. Street Fighter is absolutely no exception. We've just been seeing some constant crazy matches back and forth, sometimes literally crazy matches like that last one we just saw. I mean, you never know what's going to be happening here. But up next, it seems, maybe getting just a kid popping up here, the Jerry and Seth player with the occasional Rashid, if I do remember correctly. If my 1.5 years are not, you know, the 1.5 years of COVID haven't made me forget everything. Yeah, you know, you never know. A lot of people out of this just come out of nowhere with someone completely different. You know, the COVID chambers has done them a lot of time with grinding. You know. But yeah, it looks like we are going to be getting Moo versus Just a Kid. Moo was that the Vega we saw earlier, the very poke-heavy Vega with the V trigger 2 and the V skill 2. Very tricky Vega to fight. But once again, might pull out a pocket. Sometimes he pulls out a Sakura, might pull out a Kage or something. You know, very shifty back and forth. Let's see.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah,
we got Moo and Just a Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Just a Kid, now Chicago man.
Yep.
And Moo, like... So, the one thing I'll say is, like, Just a Kid is a known quantity. Phenomenal player all around.
Mm-hmm.
Moo, though, Moo is probably a name you don't know. Like, he is one of, if not one of like the best Vega player here in Chicago, like phenomenally very skilled player.
Yes.
So
Moo is one of those. We saw him on stream earlier. He's really, really good. He does really good work with the V trigger too for Vega as well. I mean, you'll see, especially in this match, we got two Titans battling it out pretty much.
oh yeah, and it's this is for those of you who've maybe been watching since like the early low kick era back at Raid Gaming Lounge, like, and even at the Chicago Ignite, like. This is a very common matchup. These two players have played a lot, and most of the time, Just a Kid comes out the victor. But we've been in the time chamber for 18 months, man.
Yep.
Like things could change, and we see Just a Kid committed to this Rashid pick. So
yep, there's a Rashid. There goes my guess of Jury or Seth.
like. The boy loves to jump, so he needs a character that lets him jump good.
Yeah. And Rashid's definitely a character that get you to jump good. Definitely saw in that last match as well. He could jump, he could do whatever. He goes crazy in the air.
Round 1.
Yeah, we did see Moo earlier though. He was extremely strong on his anti-air, so there may not be much jumping allowed.
That's one of the things is when you're looking to jump at Vega, you have to be really you have to pick and choose your angles. Vega has some dead zones in parts of his air space, but you have to be really good about picking them, and it's hard to do that sometimes with how good his movement speed is.
Yeah.
So he can constantly work in and out. Also, tournament, we have the names. Switch the names, please.
He definitely.
Thank you.
I mean, it definitely changes up. If you change up your aerial approach against him, it's going to be harder for him to anti-air because, especially when he has claw.
Yeah.
And
so this is, for all the things that Vega does well, he's got really good pressure options, really good pokes, really good damage conversion. Once you get in on him, the only thing he really has is a 3-frame. He doesn't have a lot in the way of invincible reversal options to get Rashid off.
Yeah.
So in that situation, once Just a Kid got in there and started to run his game, it is over, said and done.
Yeah.
That's what we're seeing now is when Moo's playing, he's specifically trying to keep a lot of the mid game and not get pushed right here. Because right here is where Rashid is at his best and Vega is at his worst.
Yeah. I mean, Vega's only real reversal comes in the form of B skill 2. It's invincible, but man, is it risky to do.
I don't even think it's frame 1 invincible. I'm pretty sure it's got a, the other parries in the game, it's got a certain amount of startup. I believe his only actual B wake up is his super, but don't quote me on that one.
I don't think, you're not going to wake up super with Vega. That is an extremely dangerous thing to do.
So this is what we were talking about earlier. Vega's conversion potential into damage is very strong. He spent 1 bar and got at least a good 30% off of that, and that wasn't a very big combo.
Yeah.
So now, like I said, this is where Moo shines. This is where he wants to play. He's not trying to get in the corner. He's not trying to do pressure. He wants to just poke you to death and make you get frustrated. Because that's one thing we see a lot from Just a Kid is when he gets frustrated when he feels like he can't play the neutral game, he'll try to force an air game in with his character's very good jumping buttons. And Moo is just not letting him have either.
Yeah, he's just shutting down the aerial approach entirely, keeping his game, not trying to get played into his game, but that's what's happening right now. Got this EX Whirlwinds, keeping him in the corner. Ooh, yep, gonna keep him in the corner. Done. Oh, going for the mix-up.
Yeah, it's a really common Rashid setup that you'll see is just a bit of a side switch to make it look and make you guess on it. And Just a Kid, we saw a little bit of struggle that game too. Moo really got to play in his ranges and work in the ways that he wanted, but round 3 hit and Just a Kid just took over. Very quick round.
Yeah.
We took it with the perfect too.
Round 1.
Yeah, really good, very good adjustments there, going back and forth. Did not want to deal with not getting his aerial approach, so he took a different approach to it, and definitely started working out for him. But Moo definitely has a lot of room here.
And that's the thing too is especially once you're in the corner, that right there, we saw it. you know, even with the very late DP attempt from Just a Kid, he still traded in a way that's favorable for Rashid. It's kind of why many reasons it's hard to work through in the corner and get out against Rashid if you don't have an invincible EX reversal.
Now get the jump in. It's going to be a big conversion because you got V-trigger 2 up, no meter, but look at that damage.
Gets the hard knockdown, goes for a setup, doesn't really get anything off of it, but he does. The big thing he has right now is positioning. Mu is in the place where Vega does the best. So, and we're seeing it right now. He's poking very well. He doesn't have the claw, so he loses a little bit of damage, but you know, right now, like, he is dead. That is very quick.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. He's clipped by the tornado. Trying to get these pokes out early, keep him out, stop him from pressing any buttons, get the anti-air. And they're just throwing whirlwinds out.
Yeah, so right now, very strong kind of neutral game from Mu, just working in and out, kind of using his movement to set up standing medium punch. And this is the places where we see the most success for him. But, you know, that's the thing we've seen in a lot of these rounds is Just a Kid will get a knockdown or get a hit like he did right now and push to the corner. And now, you know, Tornado's out on screen, has the setup, gets the DP, and now he's got corner. He doesn't have V-trigger anymore, but he's got 2 full bars and a third one on the way to keep the pressure on. And so we're seeing some really good defensive awareness from Mu right now. Whoa!
Oh! That didn't. Oh, that was close. I thought it was going to.
I really thought that was a correct call out, and it would have worked too. But sadly, the way things go, you know, Mu going to losers. But that's how it is. Like, you know, Just a Kid. You know, if there's someone you can sit here and say has grinded and made the most of their entire time throughout quarantine, it is Just a Kid.
Yes, definitely.
We saw him make his way all the way up into top 8 of the Midwest CPT. We have seen him grinding. He is a phenomenal player.
Yes. I mean, very consistently good, too. And he's got multiple characters. Like, he's been grinding out. He's got the Jury, he's got the Seth, he's got the Rashid, as we just saw there.
And we saw the Rashid pick in the Capcom Pro Tour Midwest, and he felt confident enough to run that matchup just about all the way through. Like, that is his new go-to, and that is the character he's been trying to make, you know, with this season of Street Fighter V. And, you know, Rashid has not really fallen far from the top. He's still a very strong character, but, you know, he's not king of the mountain like he was in the last couple of seasons.
Yeah. He's still an extremely strong character, as you can see. But, I mean, he's definitely one of the more consistent characters, too, with just throughout patches. He's just very good. And I mean, you just saw there in the match before.
You know, ever since, like, Season 3, Rashid hasn't left the top 10, and I still think that, like, in terms of the characters that are up, he's still one of the best, if not, you know, in contention for the best. There are characters who can deal with some of his options now better, but, you know, it's still, once you're in that corner, it's bad.
Yeah. Once you got that meter, and if he's getting that whirlwind pressure started, it's going to be a hard one.
And so we're starting right now. Setting up for the next game, we have Underscore and trying to see. I'm not sure who this person in the Red Bull stuff is, but we're going to find out. Wait, no, that's Maxwell. Let's see our Maxwell.
Ooh, all right. We got Alex?
Alex.
The Alex.
Alex Boys.
All right. Get your Twitter clipping ready.
We know you got my man. You got my man Demon Dan in the chat, lurking somewhere, I hope.
Yeah, this should definitely be Cammy versus Alex.
Oh yeah, no, you know, Maxwell is arguably one of the better Alex players in North America and definitely the best in the Midwest. So
yes. He's
not someone that you pull a side out on. He is someone that needs to be taken very seriously.
Yeah, and you will see. You will definitely need to pay attention to him because he's a very strong Alex player. He sometimes makes that character look top tier. Like, he does a great job.
Absolutely, and like, you know, Alex is definitely not in the place that he was in earlier seasons anymore. Like he's gotten substantial buffs the last couple patches, gotten tune-ups. Like the Season 5 patch did a lot for him. But he's going up against Cammy, who You know, Season 3 hit Cammy, and that character has not left contention for one of the best in the game since.
Yeah.
You know, and she got plenty of buffs this patch. Like, she is an excellent footsies-based character. Maxwell's going to have to pull it out because, like, Underscore, if there's a person here outside of Just a Kid who is fiending for that spot, fiending to be in this, you know, to win this this first meetup back, it is Underscore.
I mean, he's an extremely strong player, as they say. His Cammy, he goes a little wild with his Cammy, too. But,
you know, that's the thing,
strong.
like, I don't want to necessarily compare it to Lizard Man because they're very two different styles of wild. But, like, I'd say Underscore is the fighting game equivalent of a southpaw. It's a very unorthodox style. You're not used to it. But in a first to two, and especially, like, we've seen him make the adjustments in longer sets, but, like, in a first to two, this man is horrifying.
Yeah.
You don't know what's coming. He will make you pay for it very quickly.
Yeah, definitely one of those types that wants to check you, make sure you're not going to be knowing what he's doing next.
One thing I really like here from Maxwell is a lot of his pressure options, he's mixing it up a lot. He's not, one thing with Alex and his command throw is it's not the best option he has, but setting up the threat of it to get some of his damage options is a really good option with his character. And we see it in the corner. Maxwell plays really patient, notices DP on deck, goes for the shimmy and gets it. Very strong first round.
Yeah, he does a great job taking advantage of Alex's button. He uses them a lot different than you'll see some Alex's do. He plays a lot slower and waits for his opportunity. And as you saw there, when Underscore did the EX hooligan, he grabbed that, threw it in the corner. Like, he's ready.
So let it rip, raw EX, raw full screen hooligan into the grab, and he gets the knockdown advantage, kind of takes the mid screen. But now this is where Underscore does the best. Like, once he gets started, it's really hard to stop him. And especially with Alex, who has slower buttons and who doesn't have a lot of options against some of Cammy's pressure. You know, Maxwell has to play this slow. He has to work through it and make sure all of his hits not only count, but he makes sure to kill with every one. Like, you know, Cammy, we mentioned it earlier, Cammy has some of the lowest health in the game. Two really good combos can put her in a bad place.
Yeah.
And especially with Alex damage, he can do that. But
yeah,
actually getting and maximizing those resources is going to be hard when Underscore has such a life lead.
Yeah. It's very, once Cammy gets her game rolling like that, it is pretty hard to stop her because he has so many options there. And Alex does have slower buttons, so it is a bit iffy for him to get in. But yeah, right now.
And you know, one thing I'll say that we've seen really well from Maxwell is like his defensive, like the things that he does on defense, he's very, very patient. He's willing to work for his opportunities and make them. And it's just, right now it's kind of, he's just being overwhelmed by a lot of the offensive things that Underscore is doing to open him up.
Yeah.
We saw it in that first game where he was able to kind of play a slower game and work at his pace. And it really suited him. But Underscore's kind of made the adaptations to start laying in that pressure and work, like push Maxwell out of both his and his character's comfort zones.
Yeah. And he's doing, he's smothering. Like, he just keeps going in, keeps it there. He's playing his game. He wants to make sure he's playing the Cammy game. There's no Alex game here.
And that, you know, it's really easy for Cammy to play her game.
Yeah.
She has some of the best buttons, you know. I think like 6 or 7 frame heavy punches, like very strong buttons in a game, you know, where heavy punches can be upwards of like 2-digit frames depending on like what their use case is.
Yeah.
Like this character's fast, she's nimble, and she hits hard. It's really hard to deal with her once she gets started. And Underscore is very strong at that as we see it. What, you know, any mistake Maxwell makes is damage into the corner, into the pressure. And it's just, you know, this character's the killer bee, and once she hits you, you know why.
Yeah, like, she makes sure she sticks to it. And she does kind of have two different ways to go about things, too. Like, she is very rushdowny, but her buttons can just poke out people, too. And it's really scary.
And, you know, one thing we see that Underscore has done a really good job to kind of earn is he's set up a lot of his offense in terms of his jumps and dives. But we see it right now. This, depending on the setup, this is it. This is it. This is not it.
Oh no, what's going on?
This could be really bad. Cammy has full resources on. incredible patience from Maxwell.
Yep.
Forced the situation with the EX boot, and then waited, baited the DP, and got it.
Yep.
If Underscore had hit that, he could have used V-Trigger to convert, and it would have been it.
Yeah.
But Maxwell like threading the needle and capitalizing on it.
Oh no. Forward heavy kicks. Corner. Yep, it's time to get tricky.
You know, this is one of the things Underscore likes to do is he'll wake up, he'll immediately start hitting dive kicks in the corner to see if you're comfortable checking it. And Maxwell didn't, and it just spiraled. Went for the EX knee trying to call it out, and then just paid for it.
Yeah.
Hate to see it, but Maxwell's not out. Like, he has made it very far into this bracket so far, and with the loser's run, like with the way that he's playing, a loser's bracket run is not impossible for him.
No. I mean, he's a very strong player. Like I said, he's got that patient Alex. He had a couple situations there that were really close to getting into his favor at the end there, but just wasn't able to get it. But I would not be surprised if we see him again.
Absolutely. Like,
he's really, really good.
there is a very high chance we see CR Maxwell, just like there is now a very high chance we are going to see Lizard Man.
Like now there's a very high chance we're going to see more than one Rashid.
Oh.
Oh, God.
So, for those who are into the Chicago lore, for the longest time, these two rode in a car together. Like, they are both from Wisconsin, both very strong players, and you know, there's a lot of car rides where Lizard Man had to go home having lost to Just a Kid, and it takes a toll. But you know, they're back. Like, this is a very classic matchup, and Lizard Man has done a lot of improvement over the time we've been away. And you know, if there's a time to come out and make a statement and say, you know, sorry, you're not, like, there's only one person riding home tonight with a dour face, and it ain't me.
Yep, I could easily see him making a huge mark here because he has gotten so much better at refining that hyper, like, hard to deal with play style. Like,
Yeah, and Just a Kid is a very fundamentally strong player. I think I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to see a mirror in this situation.
Yeah.
Just a Kid is really committed to making this Rashid pick work.
Yeah.
But, you know, in the Rashid mirror, it's basically, like, because this character can be played in so many different ways, we're going to see a really interesting mix of styles.
Yes, definitely. We're going to be seeing the wacky, crazy one. We're going to be seeing more of a fundamentally based one waiting on. So, I mean, we'll see here. I mean, even if they do the mirror. Oh, no, he's going with Jury.
Oh, so we actually are getting the classic.
Oh, no,
Yep.
we're going Seth. Never mind.
I'm honestly surprised to see this come out. We've not seen Just a Kid bring out the Seth in a minute.
Oh.
And
That's a V-trigger
oh,
too.
is it? Oh. So that's a really interesting choice because this character has incredible anti-airs.
Yeah.
Seth is, like, a lot of people consider this character to be top, like, 2 or 3, and has very strong anti-airs, very strong pokes, incredible pressure with V-trigger. You know, can convert really well. We'll see. I really want to see how Just a Kid plays this out and what this matchup looks like because it's not one that I've seen. You know, and Seth, you know, it's been a theme of the night, but we've seen a lot of characters with really low health, and Seth is up there. Like, they have Akuma level health, but also some of the best damage and a lot of very strong tools in this game.
Yeah, definitely has a Akuma level utility, like, with a lot of how other tools work. And right now, yep, Lizardman getting the Lizardman show going.
And that's the thing we're seeing right now is we are seeing some V-Trigger 2 or V-Skill 2 shenanigans from Lizardman, but he's playing this very solid, making very strong, like, making very good call-outs, trying to make sure each of his pokes hit. We're not seeing a lot of wild options from him right now.
No, he's playing a little, I mean, actually playing a lot slower than we usually see him. Oh man, go
Uses the Eagle Spike to escape the corner, and now he's got the setup. This is going to be really interesting, but, you know, Tornado's off the screen, no more mix-up possibility, and the way things are going, it's going to be really hard for him to get another V-Trigger in this game, but I say that, and he's already almost back up to a full bar. A single crush counter is all he needs right now.
Yeah, so right now he's going to get V-Trigger activation, time for the funny ball.
What's the mix?
Oh, Oh, wow, great blocks there. Oh, doesn't get the conversion.
Sad conversion from Lizard Man, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. It's too bad about that conversion. That was so close.
And that was a round, you know, that was a round that could have gone either way, and we're seeing it right now. You know, for as much guff as we give Lizard Man for being kind of a, you know, kind of a funny guy player, does a lot of really goofy things to bait when he thinks that he can. Like, we're seeing a lot of the strong foundation that lets him do that. You know, he's got the strong anti-airs, he's got the neutral, like, he has the ability to do some of these things, and now we're seeing, like, you know, gloves are coming off. I'm not sitting here trying to do goofy stuff unless I earn it, Lizard Man.
Saw that answer to the whirlwind going straight through with the EX kick. Very strong choice there. Very good awareness.
So you'll notice right here, V-Skill 2, Lizard Man doesn't have some of the same effectiveness with the tornado that he gets. He loses some of the enhanced normals, but doesn't matter.
Wow.
Very strong call out on the V-Trigger activation from Lizard Man. And I'm really curious what we're going to see, because that wasn't, I wouldn't call that free. That wasn't a free win for Lizard Man at all.
No.
And, you know, it looks like we are going to the character switch.
Yeah. Maybe onto the jury. Because he was kind of half and half between going with jury or Seth. Might be going with jury.
You know,
or
and
we might
look
see
at it,
the
like,
jury.
this man is in the zone.
Yes.
Lizard Man, he's got his music on, he's popping off, like, he is here to, he came here to work.
Yes. Yeah, he's popping off. He's ready.
Yeah. You know, he's got a game advantage. Like,
Yes.
Just a Kid not only is now character locked, you know, he has to make whatever he does commit, and if he loses this next game, it is over.
Yes. I mean,
We're starting, switch is over.
we are just about to start up. Lizard Man vibing once again.
All right. Going with the jury pick, and now this is,
Yes.
you know, this is the classic matchup. This is the game that these two have played hundreds of times.
Yes.
And, you know, and it's one of those things, like, it's a double-edged sword for both players because, you know, they have so much experience with each other. But Just a Kid's been playing a lot more Rashid and a lot more different characters lately. Meanwhile, Josh has really tried to solidify his foundations with Rashid in a way that gives him options. But we'll see.
Oh, man.
You know, so far, like, this set has been very back and forth between these two players. Very respectful, very strong game, and now this is where Jury is extremely dangerous. Once her corner pressure gets started, and she has meter and stock, so she can just hammer on you until you either DP out or she runs the strike throw game.
Yeah.
And we're already seeing a lot more confident Just a Kid from here, but
Nice.
baits the DP with a neutral jump, gets punished for it, or Lizard Man gets punished for it, and now, you know.
Oh, nice sweep going under him.
And that's the thing we see a lot with Just a Kid. His play is very strong. Like, his neutral game is really good. Like, when he makes sure his buttons hit, when he sweeps you, you get hit by it. He's having very good control of the space right now. And once he gets the corner and once he gets some of his pressure options running, that's where Jury is scary.
Yes. She gets very scary once she's able to get all of her stocks ready. She has all her tools. It's very scary to fight her. And that's going to be confirmed.
You know, one thing we're seeing right now from Lizard Man is he is doing a lot of work to kind of test what he can get away with, test what ranges Just a Kid is anti-airing. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that this game was intentionally a data game, but now he has an idea of what he can and can't do. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a V-Trigger swap.
Yeah.
Or yeah, we're going to character select. We're likely seeing V-Skill 1 come out,
Yes.
which lets Rashid have a little bit more pressure options and work in ways that may be a little bit more beneficial to this matchup. We saw Just a Kid very comfortable dealing with a lot of the V-Trigger